I just want to come in here and do a brief introduction about what this is. This is an actual play of MCDM's newest TTRPG, Draw Steel. I'm doing this and posting it not because I'm like the biggest fangirl of MCDM or anything that we reserve for Justin, our director, but I wanted to kind of share this since there are a couple Draw Steel related videos that I've posted for the playtest, and I wanted to share this experience with anybody who's interested in playing it. This isn't sponsored by MCDM or a big endorsement for it, but we are playing it, so I figured why not share. We are going to go through the Delian Tomb. This is their starter adventure that kind of walks you through the abilities, etc. Not everybody in this game is completely new to Draw Steel. There are a few of us who have played the playtest, but there are some people like Flatlined who are very much brand new to this entire system, kind of get a little bit of everything here. I do plan on sharing the entire adventure, which may take us a while to get through as we are playing about every 2 weeks, and then the holidays are coming up, so we all know that that's gonna be, the scheduling BBEG is going to be back but to fight us. Our director is Justin. Again, he's been a community member on the Cantrips Canteen Discord, which I'll put a link to below. At the end, I will also talk about my thoughts and feelings of how the session went from my perspective as a player. If you like content like this and you want to see other things like my D&D games or my Daggerheart games, let me know and post a comment down below because I'm open to sharing the actual plays. Please note that a lot of this is just straight up on here. I don't have the time to edit 4 hours of content, just so that you guys are aware. It's very minorly edited. I'll see you at the end.
Well, let's begin then. Okay, so today we are playing the Delian Tomb, which is the basically learn how to play adventure published by MCDM for the new game Draw Steel. We have a very wide spread of folks here. Okay, sorry. Hi, I'm Justin. I'll be the director for this adventure. I have been following Draw Steel for, well, basically since the beginning. I started way back with the backer kit. I feel like it really fits my play style, my sort of theme of like action hero-y, don't track inventory, just track awesome kind of stuff. You guys will see as we play the push-pull. One of the main things I really like is the push-pull mechanic of victories versus recoveries. Victories are a mechanic that the players, as they go through an adventuring, quote, day, they accumulate these resources, and at the beginning of any combat or an encounter, they get stronger and stronger and stronger. However, in order to recover stamina, they have to use a different resource called a recovery. Stamina is the equivalent to hit points, and it's because heroes aren't... It's to simulate or reflect that our heroes aren't getting stabbed, like run through, stuff like that, right? Their stamina is wearing down. It's getting them closer and closer to that dangerous area where they do take that mortal strike. And so, a blow will glance off your breastplate, or, you'll block an attack with your sword, but the shock runs through your arm and makes you more vulnerable to future attacks. That's stamina. To recover stamina, you use recoveries. That recovers 1/3 flat of your total stamina, and those dwindle throughout the day. So as you go throughout the day, you start with a lot of recoveries and no victories. And then as you go throughout the day, your victories go up and up, making you want to push forward. And this is to make sort of an intrinsic motivation for the players to continue pushing and not take a long rest after every battle. So that's sort of Draw Steel in a very, very brief nutshell. We'll all learn together as we play through the adventure. So that's a little bit about me and the system that we'll be using today. As we go in, we're also using the Codex, which is the bespoke build of DM Hub's virtual tabletop. It is still in beta testing, so it's not going to run perfectly. And we're all learning it as we use it together. So this is going to be 100% by design, a tutorial. Everything you see is totally intentional, on purpose, and by design. Oh, yeah. We have 4 very lovely players from KYLIE's Cantrips Canteen Discord server. And I would like for each of you guys to introduce yourselves a little bit as a person before we jump into the adventure and what sort of you're interested in seeing out of the system. And I'll start with the boss lady herself, Miss
okay.
KYLIE. Please go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't ready. Okay, I thought I would be like third. Hi. You know me because you're on my channel right now. But for other people in this group, mostly Chris, I run a YouTube channel. I've been a DM for too long, and I run a West Marches campaign currently, where we're playing 2024 rules. I've been in a lot of Justin's playtest material games, so this is not my first run-in with Draw Steel. I've even done review videos about it. And this in particular, I'm playing the Shadow, which is the class I played the first time and I really loved. And then I tried to play the Troubadour and I was like, but the Shadow could do this. So I'm calling back. So that's what I will be playing today. And her name is Mira. I'm excited to see, in particular, how this particular adventure kind of lays it out for you as a new player. But also, I don't remember any of the rules, so it's going to be super helpful. And that's me, in a nutshell.
Right. Thank you very much, Miss KYLIE. I'm going to work my way top to bottom in whatever my Discord is. So, Chris, sorry, you are next victim, sir.
All right. Am I coming through okay? Probably should have
Perfectly.
checked this earlier. Okay,
That's
cool.
okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris. Been playing TTRPGs for about 6 years now. I got my start with D&D 5e like the year before the pandemic happened, which was the best thing to happen to TTRPGs ever, as we all know. Then OGL Crisis shifted to Pathfinder 2nd edition. Been playing that, still running that game. And my neighbor from a couple doors down was telling me about this game called Draw Steel, and he was super excited to run a playtest. And Justin said, "Hey, come on over, let's do it." And I loved it, and here I am.
So, thanks, Chris. Adam, you are next up.
Hey, I'm Adam. I'm one of the moderators on KYLIE's Discord server and helping fuel the world for the West Marches campaign that she's got going. Been playing tabletop RPGs for probably seven years or so, something like that. A buddy of mine, he's actually a member of the Discord server too. We were just chatting one day and we both kind of were like, I want to try D&D. And so we did. My wife made the mistake of saying she was interested too, and I still refuse to tell her how much money I spent on supplies before we ever played our first game. But yeah, I just enjoy running D&D. I learned most of my DMing abilities, whatever level they may be, from watching Matt Colville videos on YouTube. I think he's great. So when I heard he was putting out a RPG, I had to jump in. I believe I played the playtest with you once, maybe twice. I think I only got to sit in on one of them and play. But it was really fun.
Yeah, you played the one where the hotel is burning down.
It was like the Fury Road thing or whatever, wasn't it? Wasn't that the MCDM?
Oh yeah, Fury Road for Free Mortals. That was good fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, I've been looking forward to a full release of this because I really want to dig in on it because I like, as Justin mentioned, I just like the kind of heroic, keep going forward, keep moving, keep doing things instead of, oh, that goblin hit me, I need to take a nap. So yeah, I dig the way this one's got it set up. So looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Adam. And last but definitely not least, Flat. And Flatline, I don't even know your real name unless you just want to go with Flat for the adventure.
No, it's fine. I can share. So I'm Flatline on KYLIE's Discord. I am a moderator on there too. My real life name is Paul. I've been playing role-playing games since I was a teenager. Took a decent hiatus when I moved from the UK to the USA. I kind of got back into the scene when COVID happened, as Chris mentioned. Stumbled my way into Cantrips, been able to find some awesome games there. I'm part of the West Marches campaign. I am predominantly a player. I have GM'd in the past in other systems, notably Cyberpunk. And I have played a couple of systems other than 5e, mostly City of Mist and Cyberpunk. And I've played a little bit of Werewolf and Vampire the Masquerade. I'm looking forward to trying this out. I have never played Draw Steel, but I'm intrigued by the potential for it. So I'm just here just to get my feet wet and just hang out with these awesome people.
Awesome.
And
Thanks,
Adam.
Paul. Well, I hope you enjoy it, buddy. All right. Well, guys, I think we've talked quite enough. Let's play. It's Draw Steel time, guys. To set the scene, our characters have banded together. We're playing in the MCDM Draw Steel world of Orden. In particular, in the barony of Dalrath. This is ruled by the benevolent Lord Kenway. Though the occasional monster or threat of war emerges from the woads and mountains that surround the barony, most folks in the region live simple, mundane lives. Dalrath is part of Vastloria, which is a continent on the world of Orden. And Orden is just one world in a vast universe of magic and metaphysics called the Timescape. So you can literally jump on a spaceship and travel to new worlds and draw steel if that is your desire.
Woo.
This adventure, however, is completely focused around Broadhurst. We're very laser focused on learning how to play the game, exploring the different mechanics. And that's what we're going to be doing over the next probably several months. This is a very large introductory adventure. If we're playing every other week, I expect it to go probably 6 months. And so lots and lots of material here. Highly recommend if you guys want to grab it, if you want to check it out and follow along. I'm going to be reading through it very deliberately, so I'll apologize to my players if you guys get impatient. I do want to go through all the steps of learning how to play the game. And so we will start with our 10,000-foot camera. We are soaring over the town of Broadhurst. And then if I can remember how to use the codex, I will bring our tokens over. So this is the Broadhurst map. Move my players over there. Oh, okay. See, I've already made a mistake. In codex, you need to assign all the tokens to... you can assign them to a party. And if you don't assign them to the right party, they will follow your players around wherever they go, which is not what I want.
We brought backup. Who wants to start something now?
Yeah. You don't want none of this. All right, let's get our troubadour out of here. Okay, and now I will just select these tokens and delete them, and we have just our party. Okay. And KYLIE, I'm not sure if I can't see your screen, but if you want to zoom out a little bit and we can see the broader area of Broadhurst. So we'll start off with our 10,000-foot view, sort of soaring over the idyllic lands of Dalrath.
You have a hand up.
Yeah, you guys came across from
Justin.
Oh yeah, Chris, what's up? Sorry.
I got a black screen. I don't know if anyone else does.
You have a black screen.
I do as well, unless it's nighttime. In which case it's very
Oh, now it's
No,
better.
It's not nighttime. Player shared vision. Limited to fun. Okay, cool.
I-
No, this
I-
is all
I
like
can
I said, guys.
I'm good now. I don't know what happened,
good
but
now?
it works. It works
It
now.
might
It was
just
just
take
a
a little
test
time
to
to
see if
load.
you guys would speak up.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I still
got
got
you.
black screen, but
All right. Let me see. All right.
Refresh,
Well,
maybe?
Just start clicking around. Maybe that's what I did.
Yeah.
That works.
Start clicking around. Hit refresh. See what happens.
F5.
You do need to hit. You need to be able to see the map eventually.
Possibly someone should share screen for the
See the map
audience
now.
on Discord.
Oh yeah.
That might move things around for me, though.
I have map view, so we're good to go. Thank you.
All
Probably
right,
good that we
show.
decided to share the screen now rather than like an hour from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. We'll give KYLIE a second to get her screen
Adjust the
set back
screen.
up
1,
if that's
2, 3,
required.
4. Yes, it is. So sorry. It's fine because I can just move it up because it's at the top for me. So hopefully it stays there. All right. We're good.
Alrighty. Okay, we're good. We're back online, team. So, zooming over the idyllic land of Dalrath, Orden is the baseline, fantasy world. There are orcs, there are goblins, there are giants, there are amazing adventurers and heroes, and they're all running around this land. trying basically to do the best they can in order to advance their objectives. We soar over the woods surrounding Broadhurst and into the town proper. Broadhurst itself is a basically just like a village that supports travel through here and the surrounding farmers with services like blacksmithing, cobbling, carpentry, and things like that. And with that, I'll go ahead into the kicking things off box text. So everybody, box text. You're a newly formed band of heroes who came to Broadhurst, a tiny village in the barony of Dalrath, in search of adventure. There are rumors of bandits on the road and monsters prowling the nearby Silver Wood. There should be plenty of people in need of help. You've just arrived in the sleepy farming village, but so far, no one seems willing to offer you more than a mumbled hello. You're sitting in the common room of the Featherbed Inn, the only one in town. Across from you, a 20-something scowling human in gleaming plate mail chats with another human wearing robes, a woman who looks to be in her late 50s. We zoom the camera to the center of our party's table. They look a little downtrodden, like, we came here to hero, but nobody seems to want to let us hero. And we'll go one by one as we introduce each of our characters. Please start off by describing what your character looks like. And then I would also like for you guys to dive into a very important mechanic in Draw Steel, which is the inciting incident. We'll do a little flashback narrative, however you guys want to couch it, into why your character is willing to risk life and limb for helping others and for fat loots. So if I have a volunteer to go first who feels prepared, I won't subject you guys to the arbitrary order of top to bottom. We don't have a volunteer, so you guys are subjected to the tyranny of top to bottom. And that means Chris is going first.
Okay. All right. I was willing to go first anyway. Let's do it. I don't care.
Dope.
Okay. So character description first, and then memory of inciting incident. Okay. So I am playing character. His name is Inavir, Blood Willow Inavir, but most folks just call him Inavir. He is, a little bit taller than average, high elf male, big pointy ears, shoulder length, black, lustrous hair, effortlessly handsome. It's genetic and unattainable. Very well dressed, like put together. Like there was some intentionality in his clothing. Like there's linings on the inside of things. And he's got a little pocket watch somewhere. And he also has his kit and his gear and his nice polished armor on him. But he just wears it so effortlessly, and it's not frustrating at all to anyone else watching. As I am sitting there in the tavern ruminating, I'm reminiscing about my dad. He was a retired war hero. I'm just playing through my childhood. I imagine You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story just like on loop in the background as this montage of him taking me through drills and showing me how to hunt in the woods and telling me stories and about like adventuring and all of his old war stories that I'm just like taking it all in. And fast forward to very recently where we're going through the woods on a hunt and record scratch, he dies tragically. And then it's a very fast series of memories and images for me of doors slamming, shouting, stepmother and brothers, everyone's yelling at each other, blames and accusations are going around. And there is just me packing a bag with all my gear, which will now be all my current earthly possessions, ordinary possessions. And as I'm just like slamming the door and like running out off to the road. And I think that's where I go whenever I get sad. So I'd say that's where I am mentally right now.
Right. So we have the gorgeous, charming high elf, and your class is tactician, correct?
Yes, sorry, I am a tactician, and yeah, that was just my training growing up, and now I'm excited to put it to use.
All right, excellent. And so we see him give like a big sigh as he's running through these memories again. And then we will pan the camera around the table to our next character. I will again ask for volunteers. If not, Adam, you are next.
Yeah, that works for me. I was over here reading my character sheet trying to figure out who he was anyway. So,
Sure.
I will be playing Vic Astra. He goes by Vic. As you can see from the artwork, he's a dwarven censor, but if you happen to see me pull something up, I am going to be running a human character sheet from the pre-gen list, just so we can kind of remember how to play this, because it has been a minute. But Vic was an undercover agent. He was born with a very strong sense of duty to community, to his homeland, to his kingdom. And so he actually ended up joining up with one of the intelligence services that served the ruling body there, and spent a lot of his time working undercover, trying to bring down, he had to work his way up. He'd bring down small-time gangs and that sort of thing. But he was embedded on a mission trying to bring down an organization when something went terribly wrong. He himself is still not sure what exactly went wrong. His kind of guiding quest in life is to figure out what went wrong on that mission, because as a result of the problems from that mission, he is now considered burned. He was disavowed by the agency that he spent so long trying to serve. And his kind of primary goal is to get his old life back. He wants to find out what went sideways and who's responsible. And he's got that drive for justice, that he wants to see them brought down and brought to justice, because he doesn't feel like he should be the one suffering the indignity of life wandering on the road with nowhere to call home when this person's the criminal, not him. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, very good. Oh, man. And then did you mention what your class is?
Dwarven Censor. Yep.
He's a Dwarven Censor. All right, awesome. Thanks very much, Adam.
I don't know
And
if I
then
need to
what
explain
do we
part
see?
two with it being the intro thing, but it's kind of the MCDM of cleric, paladin, holy warrior type. So just to put it in terms that most people are familiar with.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, man. Before we pan to our next adventure, kind of what's like our little parting like scene or motion that Vic does before we pan over?
Yeah, sorry, this was like the first thing that popped in my head when you were talking about this. Vic is sitting at the table. He's got his mug of ale in front of him, just like I'm sure plenty of other people do. But right now he's being pretty grumpy, just with this town. As you said, we came here to be heroes. Part of being heroes is earning coin. That coin is going to help fuel his mission to clear his name, and there's nothing to do here. He's pretty upset at being in this backwater, and he's probably mumbling a bunch of stuff, not as under his breath as he should be when he's in the middle of the common area in this town, about just what an absolute crap hole this place seems to be, and how this is beneath him. Like he would rather be in the city where the action is, not out in the country with all the farmers and whatnot, clearing rats out of basements,
Right. Excellent. So we see him with his beer mug in front of him, sort of, and then we'll pan our camera to our next hero, who will be
Hi, I can do
KYLIE.
it.
Go ahead.
I imagine, Vic is grumbling, and Mira will be sitting next to him and just go, "Oh, it's not that bad." And she's like, she's a polder, which I kind of imagine, I don't know if this is true, but I kind of imagine is like almost like a halfling kind of race.
Yeah, they're like a halfling sort of gnome analog.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're the small person. They're the small people.
Yeah, so she's really tiny. Like her feet can't touch the ground, so she's kicking them like a schoolgirl would do, And she's very unlike the rest of the group. I feel like she might be more chipper about it, trying to keep the vibe happy and be like, "Oh, it's not that bad." But in her mind, she is kind of like bored. So I'm playing a shadow. I said she's a polder, but she is, again, really short. She's got dark hair, kind of cropped really short. Her eyes, right now, they seem like a deep, like maroon color, which kind of stands out probably. And she's wearing like really dark armor. Definitely has a cloak on, but hood's down, nothing crazy. She is kind of keeping an eye around the room, but she's still being bubbly and happy. I think she would be thinking about how we got here, which would be the last time she took a criminal job from her family line as a blood willow, which maybe other people in the group would have heard of. This like almost urban legend type criminal called Blake Blood Willow, who seems to be able to be in like every city at once. Is supposedly one person doing all of these really, various amounts of crimes. She comes from that family. In reality, it's all of her quote unquote cousins that do this dirty work. And in order to become a sort of another Blake Blood Willow, you have to undergo this job, usually selected specifically for you. And so I imagine she's thinking about how she failed that job and was in a cell at one point when Inavir broke her out somehow. She wasn't sure how in the moment, and she rushed back to the safe house only to find that one of the other Blood Willows, Reed, was there, and he warned her to kind of stay out because the rumor was that Blake Blood Willow had already escaped, and the family wasn't happy that they, had even been caught. So she now has essentially a bounty on her head. Reed was so disappointed in her, saying that she had so much potential, and those words kind of like go in circles, an echo in her brain as we kind of see this scene with his disappointed face. But she will respond with, what would you have me do? Kill the woman in front of her kids? A woman who was known to fundraise for the poor to help people? And you just hear him say, we do what we have to do for the family. And she will turn away and say, well, I don't want to be a part of this family anymore, and storm out of the door. And you kind of, as we get back to like the tavern scene, sitting at the table, kicking her feet, like nothing bad has ever happened to her. You see she's kind of watching her friend Inavir and kind of gauging how the room feels. So, I mean, surely there's something, right? Someone's got a problem somewhere.
We'll see. We'll see if there are any problems here in Broadhurst. Maybe not. So Mira, ever upbeat, just with a smile, and then the camera will sort of pan over, and we see the last member of our party. So, Paul, please introduce your character.
Sure. So, what you see sitting, the last person of this quartet at this table, she's a pretty short female human. She's got long, flowing black hair that's kind of down to her shoulders. She looks like she's probably around about 19 or 20, so she's definitely quite young. But she has that look of someone that's kind of lived a good long life. She's definitely battle hardened in a way. She doesn't look like she's a very innocent teen. Right now she's sitting at this table. She's probably being a bit melancholy right now because Broadhurst reminds her of where she grew up when she was much younger, for reasons that we don't need to delve in right this second. She was ostracized and exiled or banished from the village where she grew up for reasons we know, which kind of drove her to the city, to the capital, where she's since developed different talents. She is a human talent, which is like a psionics person, to put it in layman's terms. She's known for wearing the coat that she's almost always seen wearing. She tends to favor this ratty, well-worn like a military jacket, almost like a military Civil War jacket, I guess, kind of what she just likes to wear. On the table next to her ale is a very well-worn, very tatty-looking teddy bear. He's got button eyes. His name is Mr. Buttons. She talks to him a lot, and she's doing so right now, and she's having a conversation about Broadhurst and how it's bringing back memories of where she grew up. And she's talking to the teddy bear who's been with her, you can tell, for a very long time. This teddy bear is looking beat up. He has a gouge in the side. He looks like one of his arms is singed. This is not a teddy bear that you would want to give to anyone as a gift. This is a teddy bear you would expect to have thrown out, but she loves this teddy bear, and she's not parting with it. It's always by her side. She has it clipped to her belt when they travel. Right now, she is talking to it and just reminiscing about Broadhurst. Well, with the memories that Broadhurst is bringing back. She's not too worried yet about finding work. She thinks all things will work out for a reason. But that's what she's thinking about right now.
All right. Very good. So we look at all of our heroes with their different dispositions, and suddenly, the door to the inn slams open, and a wild-eyed woman in her late 30s, wearing a soot-stained apron with a large gash on her head, rushes in. She falls to her knees before the armored and robed humans, the ones that we described earlier. She says, "Please! My daughter was taken on the road by goblins. I know the Gilded Hand can help." And you get the sense that this is like their organization or their party. The robed woman turns to her coldly and says, "Ugh, we don't work for free." And she and her armored companion get up and leave this woman on her knees, begging for help as they just walk coldly out of the inn.
I just start doing this.
Oh,
Vic,
so
Vic.
she looks up. She looks up and she sees our very well equipped, very, very capable looking party runs over to you. You guys haven't seen this woman in town before. The bleeding, panicked mother turns to you, desperation on her face. Please, I've nowhere else to turn. You must help me get my Violet back. Are you willing to help me? I don't have much, but what I have, it's yours. She's my everything. What do you do?
I don't want to speak for the party, so if anybody kind of objects to this course of action, by all means jump in. But Vic, he's been looking for action the whole time. Something, anything to do to stop sitting here in this tavern just drinking. So yeah, he just kind of stands up. I think you saw the artwork earlier. He's got his big maul in his hand. He just kind of stands up with that thing sitting on the ground, and he just looks at her, and the only thing he says is, "Show me." Just, that's it. I don't need anything else. Just show me where it's at.
Awesome. And so, Chris, what's your reaction?
I look across the table at Mira, and I don't know if she was tapping me or someone next to her. But I'm focused on the words I don't have much. But I'm also thinking, well, guys, this is just going to have to be a lost leader for us. This is our inn to the town of Broadhurst. Let's start this off right. Let's do it.
Excellent. We've already had Vic go ahead, and then Mira has described her very enthusiastic response to this situation. Yenneker?
Yenneker will make a point of making sure Mr. Buttons is safe and secure, because she understands that this glass of ale is not going to be drunk right now, so she's more than willing to go and help because somebody needs help, and she knows from her personal experience that sometimes somebody just needs to help, and she didn't have that help earlier, so she'd like to be that person. So she's going to willingly accompany the rest of them out the door.
Right, amazing. So she quickly turns. Maybe she grabs a quick mug of ale and steal her nerves a little bit, but then rushes back out. We find ourselves in the afternoon sun. You guys have just had your lunch, and we're having your post-lunch ales and drinks and what have you. She rushes back out of the Featherbed Inn, which, if you're looking at the map, is this northwest. It's the largest building in town, and begins taking you along the road to the east and north, bringing you back to the North Road. as you cross the bridge and make your way into the wood, which, if you look on the map, the North Road is this very established road, but in reality, it's couched in, right? It's a more of a path, like a wagon path that goes through the woods. So you're fully in the Silverwood as you move across the bridge, across the Dun River, and into the surrounding countryside. It is a very the urgency and tenseness of the situation belies the basically beautiful afternoon that you guys are experiencing. The sun is beginning its slow descent to the west, and the shadows are starting to grow long to in front of you and to your right as you continue through the wood. The sort of crisp crunch of older leaves that have fallen accompany the very familiar to our adventurers smells of the forest as you guys dive in. Without any prompting, the woman introduces herself as Ashley, and in a very panicked, like sort of matronly way, begins describing, like, just like in one long run-on sentence, exactly what happened. She's, Violet and I were out looking for merchants who were bringing iron to Broadhurst. The delivery was late, and we thought they might have gotten lost in these woods. You know, sometimes it happens that way. We were passing by an old tomb that we all know of around here in the Silverwood, some old place from long before my mother's time. We never go in. Nobody in the town goes in. Kids all say it's haunted, of course. And as we passed by, a band of goblins came out of nowhere and grabbed my girl Violet. I fought tooth and nail, but I saw them drag her into the tomb. But I can't swing swords. I just make them. I make horseshoes and armor. You know, I don't actually go out there and swing them around. At that point, the goblins gave me this big gash on my head, and again, she's got this big gash. It's just sort of running down. She hasn't taken the time to clean up or bandage it up at all. And they just left me for dead outside of the tomb. Those folks that turned me down, they're part of the Gilded Hand. They're mercenaries who came here from across Dalrath. They stopped some cult in another town somewhere, but no one can afford like their help or anything from the stuff going on around town, and so nobody knows why they're here. I cannot express to you how much I appreciate you coming out and offering to help me. Please save my Violet. And as we progress through the woods, I'll give you guys a chance to maybe enter any feedback or how you want to approach, or any guidance you want to give to Ashley as you guys approach to what she is saying is the entrance to this tomb. Over to you guys.
Can we ask Ashley how old Violet is? And is Ashley
Violet's
a human?
Yes, sorry. Ashley is a human woman. Okay. Violet, she describes to you as 18 years old. She says she has been my apprentice and my daughter and my best friend since she could swing a hammer. She is just about to enter adulthood, and we've been looking forward with her help to being able to expand the shop, maybe make a little bit more coin as we expand our capabilities. Yeah, she's my everything. What else? What else can I tell you?
Does she know how many goblins did she see, or approximate number?
So it was hard to tell in the moment. It was at least 6 that I could count before I got knocked out.
Were any of them...
Mira, did you have a question?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, were any of... Just building off of that, were any of them, like, carrying any special kinds of weapons? Just, like, swords or clubs, or, like, anybody...
Axes, bows, swords, spears.
Did it seem like they came out of the tomb?
Oh, wait, go ahead.
Sorry, just asking Ashley, did it seem like they came out of the tomb that you were passing by?
Yeah, just like I said, they came rushing out of the tomb and just came out of like the woods from around us. It was very sudden. We weren't expecting it because nobody goes in and out of there.
Did you see any signs of the wagon that you were looking for?
No, not before we got ambushed.
Okay.
Has there been reports of goblins attacking on this road before? Or is this a new sighting in the area?
Well, I mean, years and years ago when I was a kid, there was a very large goblin group that was raiding the area, but my mom and the parents, when I was a kid, they were able to really band together and drive it off. It's actually kind of a thing of legend around the town these days. they had a leader that was really trying to like take over this whole area. I can't remember the name right now. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Would you prefer to stay in town so you don't put yourself in danger? You could just tell us where to go, or would you prefer to accompany us?
Well, I don't want to leave far from where you guys are, but you guys are the heroes. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Yeah, I mean, I told
I know
her
Adam's
show
had a
us
couple
where
things.
it happened. So like, I just flat out said show me. So like, we needed her to show us where it was anyway.
Okay. And then whatever you guys want me to do, as soon as we get there, just let me know.
Do we know anything else about this tomb at all? You say all the kids think it's haunted. Well, why do they think it's haunted? Like, ghosts aren't real.
I don't know. It's just old. It's just this old kind of creepy. It's like in a little recess in the ground. Nobody's been in and out of there since before who knows when. It's just, kind of a creepy landmark around town.
Speaking on behalf of very old things, I'm probably older than this too, but I'm happy to walk in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm kind of picturing like everybody asking these questions. Vic is listening, and he feels like his party is asking intelligent questions. There's no need for him to step in. Just so you guys know, Vic has experience or background as a watch commander, so he's done stuff, investigations, leading teams, stuff like that before. That's why I'm not jumping in, but I do want to, like, once we get close to the tomb, that's when Vic would start to chime in. So I want to let everybody ask any questions they have though, and pretend like that's happening on the road as she's leading us there.
Oh yeah, 100%. It is. All right. So, any more urgent sort of questions you guys want to ask her as you guys make your way towards the tomb?
Do we know
who
the tomb is for? Anything? Nothing about the tomb.
I mean, I've gotten close. There are deep carved letters above the doorway that say Delius, but nobody knows what a Delius is.
Delius. Okay.
Yeah, and if you guys want, we can have our very first test of the campaign. If someone wants to try and recall what that name might mean.
Sure.
I mean, unless it's something criminal, I don't think I would know.
Yeah, I might be able to do as a religious thing. So unless it's religious based, I don't have like history or anything like that.
So I'll take this opportunity real quick. The way that skills work in Draw Steel is there are many, many different skills. No character should be able to be skilled in everything or even a majority of the skills, really. Skills are there in order to give you a little bit of a boost if you have some expertise in it. However, any hero can try anything. You shouldn't feel limited by your listed skills on your character sheet in trying to recall some bit of history, try to pick a lock or anything like that.
Yeah, because they account to like a +2, right? So everything is within reach, even if you don't have it.
Exactly. So I'll go ahead and ask, does anybody have the history skill that would play into this?
No, just the basic, not proficient in it.
Okay.
No,
well, then
but
anyone can
Inavir grew up on stories of adventure, so I'd be willing to make the check to like plumb the depths of my childhood memories and see if I heard a story about a guy named Delius.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a reason test. So this is going to be a test. It's a 2d10 roll. And actually, I think that I can request a test from.
Oh, okay.
Can request an easy reason test from our boy Inavir.
There it is.
You should have got a little window that you want to take the roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that is very good. That is very good. Let's see.
Turns out this was my bedtime story for a long time.
It's a tier 3, isn't it?
Excellent.
Yeah, nice.
So there is a table somewhere in this adventure that I can't find right now that tells me exactly what to tell you. However, you rolled very well, and so once I find that table, I'll give you the rest of it. However, for now, I will tell you that Delius is a proper person's name. It's a proper name, and it is a Kalian name. The Kalian Empire is an empire that spread really across most of what we know as Vastiloria in modern times, and it's, you know, if you think of it as like the Roman Empire to us, right? A time of advanced magic technology, but it did eventually collapse, leaving behind tons of very delvable ruins, archive, you know, things like that. How convenient. But yeah, so Delius is a Kalian person's name. And if I find more information about it that applies, I'll give it to you with that amazing roll.
Guys, I've heard about this from a long time ago, but my memory's still a little bit fuzzy. So as I remember more details, I will let you all know.
Thanks, Chris.
You must be falling asleep too quickly for your bedtime story.
Okay. So, after about an hour of travel through the birch trees of the Silverwood, Ashley leads you off the main road and down a small, overgrown footpath. She stops you just ahead of where this path opens up into a clearing. You see a mossy stone doorway that opens into stairs leading down into the earth. And she says, "Look, the door's open." And just as she described in deep carved letters above the door, it says, Delius. She points to the door and whispers, "That's where they took her."
Well,
You guys
Yeah,
do?
I
sally
think,
forth. Let's get some
I was gonna say, I
torches
think
and
Vic would kind of, pipe up and just, again, being very gruff, all right, that's enough questions. The girl's time could be running short. Let's go. And he would turn and we have a bit of a shared history. So he turns and looks at Yenica and just says, "Stay behind me." And then he just turns and walks into the door, or walks into the tomb. Attempts to
Starts
open the
walking
door
straight
if it's
toward
closed.
it.
Well, you said it's cracked, but yeah. Do what?
Yeah. All right. Over to you, Yenica.
Yannicka gives him the nod, and then she turns to Mr. Buttons and tells him to be careful, be quiet. And then she takes up a position suitably behind Vic, because he may be a dwarf, but he's stout and imposing, so she feels safest to stand behind him. So,
Alrighty. Mira, what are you doing in this moment?
I imagine Mira has taken a wound or two in the past, so maybe she has like a spare bandage or something, and she will hand it to Ashley, clasping her hands around it, and just go, "Take care of yourself. Maybe stay hidden. And if we don't come out, you might need to find someone else. But I think we can get her. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll definitely be fine." And then she'll just pass that off, and then
You say this to her, and you're like, we might not come out. And she just like, what? You're just like, it'll be fine. She 100% does not believe it's going to be fine now.
Yeah. Vic just looks at her like, "What the are you doing?"
but the heroes who've got a greater than 50% chance of coming out alive.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right, Inavir, what are you doing in this moment?
Kind of used to this from Mira. I am the last one in, kind of the rear guard. And after Mira gets a little bit out of earshot, maybe like 15 feet or so ahead, I lean in to Ashley and I say, "Don't worry. She's just excited and a little nervous. It's her first tomb dive, I think, but we're going to be just fine. Don't you worry about a thing. We'll be back with Violet before supper."
Okay. Thank you so much.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Have a good day. Stay safe. And I go down.
Yeah. And well, we established that Inavir is like this very gorgeous man. She says, "Oh, okay," and she almost for the first time notices the blood on her face as you get close and talk to her, and she's like, "Okay." And then she steps back and go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say and I just flip the hair and do the cowboy walk into the tomb.
Oh my god!
Disappear into the darkness.
All right. Very good. Okay, so at this point, we're going to do our first group test. There are 5 skills in Draw Steel. Those skills are, let me pull up, it's Might, which is your strength, your overall sturdiness. Agility is your nimbleness, your subtlety, physical subtlety. Reason is your ability to recall information, work out puzzles, things like that. Intuition is your ability to observe the world around you, to put together clues, sort of share that with reason a little bit depending on the situation. And then presence. Presence is your ability to project your will and what you want upon the world and upon other people, creatures, and things in it. So there's are the 5 main abilities. In this case, you guys are approaching the tomb, and everyone, actually, I'll go ahead and use the codex tools here. This is going to be a medium test, agility. And if you guys want, you can give yourself a +2 if you have the search skill. You guys are basically scouring the this is an intuition test, and you guys are scouring this area for any like clues as you guys head in. So everyone, please make that intuition test. And then, like I said, if you have the skill search, you can add +2 to the roll.
So, like, it pops up and it says 2d10 plus 1. Does that mean I make it 2d10 plus 3 before I roll it?
Yeah, you could. I haven't seen it from your end. Is there is there a box you can check that says has skill or something like that?
Oh, wait, yeah, at the top.
There,
yeah.
Okay, yep. I just noticed the top left. That should be down near the middle. Okay. Hey, feedback for the Codex team. No problem.
Feedback.
It's just like tiny up in the top. Okay. Cool.
Okay, while you guys are rolling, I'll read this box text here. Ashley's warning is enough to make you all alert for danger as you head toward the tomb. And now it's time for our first test. We already described how to make a test. And then whenever you make a test or any kind of power roll, you get to add one of your characteristic scores, which we went over. In this case, we're adding our intuition because you're trying to observe the world around you. We already talked about applying skills. And then normally, I'm not going to feed you guys which skill to use, right? If I say, hey, make a reason test, the onus is on the player to look at their sheet, say, hey, I have this skill. And you can make an argument to the director on, hey, I want to be able to apply this skill. And then skills are only applied to tests, not power rolls in combat and like using abilities and things like that. So keep that in mind. And we have 3 possible outcomes. The power roll tests, they all have 3 tiers. The totals are always the same, 11 and lower. That gives you a tier 1, which is the least desirable result. 12 to 16 is the second best outcome. And then 17 or more is a tier 3. That's the best possible result you can get. Depending on the test tiers, this kind of takes the place of difficulty classes. We have easy, medium, and hard tests. And there's tables that, go into that. And it basically tells you if you're going to fail with a consequence, just fail. Succeed with a consequence, succeed, or succeed with a reward. Anytime you roll a 19 or 20, which is a critical roll in this game, you always automatically succeed with a reward, no matter what your modifiers are or what your abilities are, or with the difficulty of the test. Okay, so I see here that we have some pretty good rolls. We have a 19, a 17, a 12, and a 15. So minimum is tier 2. And according to the adventure, the highest total determines the results. Lucky you. You guys notice that sort of skulking around the back area of the tomb entrance in the woods are 4 goblins. And with that, I will take us to our first battle map. Very exciting. I know I'm excited, guys. All right, so let's move our players here. I will give you guys a few moments. Please position your characters. Do you guys see this tree here?
Yeah.
I got black screen
yes,
again. I got to refresh it. Hang on.
Yeah. Okay. So please position yourselves. Well, actually, I'll give you guys these rocks here. Anywhere south of these rocks, feel free to position your character to where you think they would be at the beginning of this encounter.
I mean, if
Is
those
this
rocks are
actually
large enough
off
so you
screen?
can kind of squat or duck and be kind of hidden, I'd probably try and, kind of squat, run up behind them. But other than that, like, Vic is going to be bull in a china shop, like, where's the door? There's a kid that needs to be saved.
Yeah, for sure. So Codex has elevation integrated into the system. So if it's a little bit hard to tell on this map, but to the right and to the left, you can see that the terrain slopes up and away from you guys. Height is a very real advantage, especially for ranged characters, because if you are one square above an enemy, you get an edge, which is a +2 on your ability rolls, and that stacks with any other edges that you might get.
That's what I was going to ask next, because I was like, this looks like it goes up.
It sure does. Very observant, boss lady.
Justin, where did you say we spied the goblins? Are they marks? Can you ping where it was?
So, yeah, I'll reveal them to you guys now. Sorry. They're to the north of the tomb. And then I just hide them so that I can sort of describe the scene without distractions.
I'd say
so
we
you
just
see
pinged them
them
and
sort of around the back.
Are you suggesting that if I saw an enemy token, I would just talk over you and immediately charge and attack it?
I'm not going to say you would do that, Adam. I will say I've had it happen to me. Not you necessarily, but...
Anyway, who's that guy? What monologue?
Yeah. Box text, damn it. All right. Are we positioned how we would like at the beginning of this encounter?
Yes.
I think so. I think Vic would, and it looks like that's what they're already doing, but just so we're on the same page, I think Vic would encourage the two that wanted to be high to shift forward and do ranged fire. And then, Chris, how did you say you pronounce your character's name?
Inavir.
Inavir. Okay, I wanted to be like Inavri, and I know that the R and Y are not in that order. Yeah. But yeah, I would say, like Inavir, let's go around the other side. That way we're not in your line of fire. You guys are getting them to look at you while you're shooting at them, and then we're just going to smash into the back of these guys, and what happens to them happens to them.
And I am happy to follow because all of this is book knowledge for me, and I'm happy to have a veteran actual soldier here to hang out with.
Yeah. You're staring at like this dwarf that almost looks like he's made of stone and gems and whatnot, and then on top of that, he's got this just absolute massive set of plate armor that he's sporting. So yeah, if there's anything to get behind, it's going to be that guy, the rock covered in metal.
All right, excellent. Very good, guys. So I'm going to read the draw steel box text now. So this is the guidance provided to us in the adventure. Combat takes place in a series of turns and rounds. During a round of combat, each creature in the combat takes a turn one at a time. The exception to that is the director-controlled creatures can be grouped into pods. So more than one creature may be activated on a turn at a time, especially in the case of minions, which you guys maybe will encounter later today, but we'll see, maybe. So creatures act in alternating side order. So when your side, the hero side, begins, you get to pick one hero from among you, and then they take their turn. This is one of the tactical portions of the heroic tactical fantasy of Draw Steel. After that, hero takes their turn, in which you have a main action, a maneuver, and a move. Those are sort of your cards that you can play. Also, at the beginning of the round, you get your trigger card, so you can play your trigger at any point during the combat, which I don't think you guys have access to your trigger yet based on your character sheets. For the viewers, this adventure comes with pre-generated characters, and as part of the introduction, it slowly introduces different abilities that the characters can use per encounter in this first dungeon. So this first one, they're going to have access to their signature abilities, which don't have any heroic resource cost, but really gives a lot of flavor to the class and what they can do. So after I take a turn, you guys will select another hero to go, and then it'll go back and forth. If one side runs out of pods or characters before the other, then the rest of that side will take their turns consecutively to finish out the round. And then once everyone is active, a new round begins. Whichever side acts first during the first round of combat always acts first in every subsequent round. So winning initiative is a pretty big deal. So in this particular case, your presence roll is going to be determined what your initiative was. Because you guys crushed it with a tier 3 result, you guys automatically win initiative. And so with that, I'm going to select our bad guys, and we're going to draw steel. So now we should see that in the codex, we have crossed swords over each of our heroes, and at the very top you see a blue circle. It says hero turn. So once you decide amongst you who you would like to go first, go ahead and click on those crossed swords, and your turn will begin.
If the two ranged people up high don't mind, I think Inavir and Vic should probably go first just to get in position up there.
I can
Because
hit
it's going to take our turn
people.
just to get to the building.
Well, I have a range shot. I can quick draw and shoot 2 arrows. So if I line up, I could probably get a couple of these goblins on the left-hand side, if that's where we're going.
Well, that's where you and me would be going for melee, but if you want to... If you were to step out this direction, like one step to the right, and fire those shots before cutting left, that would keep you protected as you rush up towards the tomb and draw them to the wrong side so their backs are to us when we come around.
Oh, nice. Justin, we can break up our movement, right?
Yes, so you can break up your move however you like. You can move, take an action, move, take a maneuver, move again, however you would like to.
Okay. Well, I'll do that if no one's opposed.
I have a quick question about the codex. Can I drag and relocate position the map? Can I reposition the map? Because right now I can zoom in and out, but I can't drag it down so I can see the goblins.
Hold the middle mouse button, and you should be able to drag it around with middle mouse.
Perfect. That's what I wanted.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
You can also use WASD to move the camera around.
Gotcha. Okay.
Awesome. Now that I didn't know. So.
Thanks for that perfectly planned out tutorial, Paul. Appreciate it.
I like to keep the viewers
if you'll
engaged.
To page 2 of your scripts.
Yeah, keep the viewers engaged. Alrighty, so I believe in that case, Inavir is going to be our first player to take a turn.
Yes. All right, so I will go click my little cross swords here. So, all right, I'm going to move up 3 out of my 6. I'm going to do my 2-shot. And yeah, that should work.
All right, so Chris, let's describe Inavir. What does he look like as he wades into battle the first time, and what does 2-shot do? Describe. I really love to lean into the cinematic sort of descriptive, camera, almost camera-based description of the action. So please describe Inavir in as much detail as you'd like, and how does he do this? Is he flinging knives? What is he doing?
Sure. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was giving you the mechanics and you were doing it, but I'm happy to do it too.
Yeah.
Okay. So he runs forward in a very practice move, brings the bow out with his left, and then draws 2 arrows at the same time, knocks them back, and lets them fly simultaneously. And they just click right into place into these goblins. Just as, before he even sees them land, he breaks left for the rest of them towards the movement. And he is going to I think that's it. Yeah, okay. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. So I just knock and fire and then break left around the other 2. I'm hoping to draw them away.
All right. So, KYLIE, if you could do me a favor, go ahead and zoom in on the goblin tokens up there to the north. And then you can see that in the world of Orden, goblins are a little bit more sort of almost simian in nature. They have opposable thumbs. They're very nimble, very agile. They can climb up and down trees very quickly. They're known for their ability to get in, get out, strike things. Very, very effective raiders. And so they're sort of like looking around, almost like mumbling to each other. And then all of a sudden, literally out of nowhere for them, just 2 arrows just sink into 2 of them. They go, and they turn and they look at you and get ready to begin taking out these guys who are invading their turf, right? So, Inavir, if you are complete with your turn, please click the big end turn button at the top. And now it's my turn. So, at the beginning of... oh my god, are these guys all grouped for initiative? Okay, no, they're not. Perfect. Okay, so at the beginning of the combat, you guys will begin to receive your heroic resources. Chris, you would have seen Inavir gain 2 focus as the tactician, right? The tactician is a very methodical, very planned sort of a class, right? You gain the exact same amount of your heroic resource every turn. Those heroic resources, as we continue, will be used to power your more powerful abilities. The director gets malice. Malice is my resource that I could spend to use different abilities and power my creature's different abilities. And in this case, I am going to spend some malice because my goblins have an ability called Bury the Point. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 malice on that on one of them. They're both going to use their spear charge ability as they and they just start booking it towards whoever they can get to. Our goblins are very fast, very nimble, and they're going to use the charge action, which is going to let them basically use their entire movement and then double it. As long as they're going in a straight line, they can make an attack at the end. This goblin in particular has a main action called Spear Charge, and it has the charge keyword. If you look at each ability, it has certain keywords that let you know when and when you cannot use them. And so he is going to attack you, Inavir. He doesn't have high ground or anything like that. And so he rolled a 12, which is a tier 2. And I would say, would you like to? Well, yeah. And so it will automatically calculate the damage of 4 to you. And now he is going to use his... Actually, nope. He used all of his charge and everything. So that is it for him. Let me see how far away our squishies are over here. They are 14 squares away, which is perfect. So, how do I get out of the ruler? I forget. Okay, click it again. This boy is going to use his charge ability, and his climb speed allows him to scramble up this cliff without any speed penalty. And he gets right up in Yennika's face, and he is going to use his Bury the Point ability. This is a special thing that he can use against one of you, and it may inflict the bleeding condition, which is pretty bad. So let's see here. All right, so we're going to encounter our first potency. So in this particular attack, if your potency is less than 1, or if your might is less than 1, which I believe it is, Yennika.
Yes.
Okay, you are going to be afflicted by the bleeding ability. This one is particularly brutal. If you do anything besides basically take a maneuver or move, you will take damage. I see... and so that is sort of designed to take you out of the fight. However, you do have allies that can help you with that condition. And then we may get to a saving throw at the end of your turn if you're not cured of that by the end of your turn. All right? So that will do it for my 2 bad guys. I will end their turn, and that takes us back to our heroes.
Real quick, you made a comment about allies having abilities that could protect them or help them with that condition. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw a pop-up for mine, but it's one of my triggered abilities that I'm not supposed to get till the second encounter, according to the sheet. Okay. So if that's what you meant, I can't do that yet.
All right. Well, actually, spear charge. Well, maybe I shouldn't have used Bury the Point. So let's go ahead and use your My Life for Yours ability.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll just do the manual use. This is not something that takes the turn from you, KYLIE. This is triggered by his attack. So
what does that do?
Is it? The target. Let's see. When they take damage, I spend one of my recoveries. They regain stamina equal to my recovery value. And if I had some wrath, I'd be able to end a condition or an effect on them. But since I haven't had a turn yet, I haven't built up any wrath. So.
Right. Yeah. So that's something that you'll have to balance, right? So you could take your turn again. Right. Let's say, so here, this is a good example of sort of the tactical thought that might go into this, right? You'll take your turn, like, let's say now, you'll build up some wrath. You'll use some abilities. Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll do it in order. Oh, no, we can't because I can't reset his turn. Anyway, so you'll build up some abilities, right? Yenneca, let's say she takes her turn after you. She'll do something, some main action. She'll take damage. Right? And then that's one of your triggers for my life for yours. At that point, it doesn't have to be on your turn, right? So this is kind of like what I like about this game is it keeps everybody involved when it's not their turn, right? You have all kinds of stuff you can do to help your allies out outside of your own turn. So you'll build up some wrath and you'll be ready.
The trigger can just be them starting their turn. Like it's your turn and you have a problem I can fix. I get to go and fix that for you real quick and then you carry on.
So that would be perfect, right? So he starts his turn, you spend a wrath, you fix his bleeding condition, and he just carries on like he is at full power, which Yenneca will be. Okay? So, with all of that sorted out, you can give yourself one of your recoveries back. And if I pull up the chat, Yenneca, how much damage did you take?
6.
You took
So
6.
So
I'll apply that. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll apply that back to you. Vic, you can give yourself your recovery back since you spent it as part of your My Life for Yours. And since we've had that little tactical discussion as we're all learning, I'll kick it back to our heroes in order to see who goes next, which it sounds like I know who's going next.
I would like to go next, please.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So Yenneca would see this in particular. But you watch as Mira kind of takes like a deep breath. She pulls up her hood and covers her face, and you swear her eyes get like redder. And suddenly that bubbly personality is just completely gone. It's no longer like she's kind of bouncy with her movements. Now she's all business. Since something came up on us, she's got 2 daggers out, and she is gonna go ahead. And at the start of my turn, I get insight. 1.
Yep. So go ahead and click those 2 swords over you.
Okay. And it'll tell me. Cool.
It'll tell you. Yep.
So I got 1.
Almost like this tabletop was built for this game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is just my kit, I think, a signature ability. So I'm going to do I work better alone, which if the target has no allies adjacent to them, I gain a surge, I believe.
Okay, so it does have an ally next to it. Both you and Yenneca are next to this this bad guy, so you won't be gaining your surge.
Oh, I thought it meant like one of its allies. Okay.
No, it's you're working better by yourself, right? Like nobody's helping you take this thing out. Yeah.
I understand now. Okay, cool. Then scratch that because it really doesn't matter. But it is more damage, so can I still do it?
100%.
Okay, well I'll still do it. And
yep. Make sure when you select your ability, it has 2 versions, right? Melee and ranged. So just make sure you click the melee version. Yeah.
Cool. And then I don't have any bonuses to this, so
yeah, straight roll. It's still pretty good.
Yep. So 9 damage.
Oh dear. So how does Mira just like destroy this goblin?
So you watch, just for flavor, I would like to imagine she pulls the hood up, covers her mouth and like her face, just her red glowing eyes. And you know she moved, but you couldn't really see it. It was like so fast. And you just look at the goblin in front of you and it's like throat is slit and it's bleeding out, falling to the ground.
So from like Yenica's point of view, yeah, go ahead.
I said, don't you have a different token? I thought that's one of the features.
Oh yes, you're right. I forgot.
Oh yes.
I forgot about it. I was so busy. There it is.
Oh yes, so dope.
It got dark,
Thanks,
but don't
Paul.
worry about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So I missed a couple
creatures are
things.
in
I will describe. I'll describe damage at this point. It says the first time a creature takes damage during the encounter, explain how it works. So when a creature takes damage, their stamina is reduced by the damage dealt. When your stamina value is half or less than your max, that creature is winded. Winded is a status that doesn't do anything on its own, but other abilities and things will play off of it. When you reduce a creature controlled by me, the director, to 0, the creature either dies or is knocked out, and that is up to you. You don't have to declare before that you're doing non-lethal damage. You can just decide if I tell you that it's going to 0 that you can knock it out. Our heroes, because you guys are heroes, you don't go down so easily. When you get to 0 stamina, you're not dead, you're not unconscious. You enter a condition called dying. This means that you can't take the catch breath action, the catch breath maneuver, and you have the bleeding condition. This effect lasts until your stamina is at least 1 or higher. If your stamina reaches a negative value equal to half your stamina maximum, that's when you straight up die. So the idea behind the dying condition is that you can still do anything you want to do. If you move or use a maneuver, you won't take damage. However, if you take a main action or a triggered action, you will take a damage equal to 1d6. What this is supposed to reflect is that this is our hero pushing through the pain of a grievous wound and still helping out their friends or taking care of whatever they need to. It lets you make these crazy heroic stands if you feel that that's what's required in the moment. Okay, so that's how damage works. And so with that, I will kick it back over to Mira because I believe you've only used your main action.
True. So I'm going to... so you get a move, maneuver, and a main action, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to move... 1, 2... Hi, Flinty. 3, 4... I'm going to go here. And I know I don't have to do this, but I'm going to do my Black Ash teleport. I'm going to teleport behind this tree. And if I have concealment or cover at my destination, I can use the hide maneuver, even if you are observed.
Okay. I would say that this tree just... Go ahead.
I'm not sure if I can do that, though, because technically I'm using a maneuver now, and I already used an action, right? Or is it like...
Yep, so it doesn't... Actions are separate from maneuvers, right? There's no, if you use a maneuver, you can't do an action. If you cast a leveled spell, you can't, cast a you can only cast a cantrip, right? If it says maneuver, it takes your maneuver. If it says main action, it takes your main action. And you get each of those cards at the beginning of the round.
Okay.
Anytime you say cantrip for something she's recording, you're supposed to say like and subscribe afterwards.
No.
Oh, yeah, like...
No.
Like and subscribe. Join the server.
All right, so I'll try to pop over here and I can hide if I have cover or concealment. So GM, do I have cover or concealment?
I'm sort of looking at this goblin. I would say that you just just to simplify this combat, let's just say that unfortunately, you can't warp yourself just so. This tree is it's kind of like a stick, like a stick birch tree. Even your little polder frame, can't quite, get behind it. So he does still have line of effect on you.
Okay, I think that is it then.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Please, and you ended your turn. Thank you. Well, that means it's my turn. These two guys are going to use their spear charge ability. And they just like boom, boom, boom. Like kind of imagine, like the anime like streaks from them. Like you can see their face real big in the center of their frame and their spears just coming at you guys. One of them is going to come down here and use his spear charge to attack you, Mira. And then I don't think this guy can get to Vic to sort of spread the damage out. Actually, what is their speed? Their speed is 6, yeah, so he can't quite make it. So what he's going to do is he's going to come over here with his boy, and he's going to attack Inavir. So we'll resolve this attack with Inavir first. Right, so that does.
That's okay,
so he
because
runs
just made
up.
some of my decisions for me.
Yeah. Yeah, so he runs up next to his boy. Inavir, you were like, shoo, shoo, and then this other one comes in. You're able to sort of block the attack, but a sharp ring goes through your arm as you block it, taking away some of your stamina. Our boy here is going to use his spear charge as he like takes like this goblin leap, like up and over this cliff and sort of stabs down on you, Mira. We'll roll our dice here. And that is going to be 4 damage to you as you sort of dodge out of the way and feel the spear just graze right by you as he makes the slightest contact. That will do it for my turn. Over to our heroes.
If you don't object, Yenica, I'm going to go ahead and go.
No, you go for it, mate. I know you want to get in the fight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we already know I'm going to be doing at least one thing that's beneficial for you. So, yeah, that should get me my wrath. I don't know where that's going to... Oh, there it is. I did find it. All right, cool. Had to make sure I have my character sheet attached to the side. So yeah, I'm going to burn my movement to charge. Like, I mean, you're just going to see him. He's already annoyed that his whole tactical strategy plan of ambushing these guys collapsed immediately. And so he comes charging up off to Inavir's right. And you see him just throwing all of the speed and strength of his charge behind this massive maul that he just brings swinging around. And as he gets to this guy, he unleashes like this holy energy of judgment against the guy that hit Inavir, just as he brings this massive maul around to try and hit him. So we're going to see if I can pull this off. And it is going to be, your allies cannot save you. I'm going to throw my signature ability in there and see what we can do to this guy. Yeah, I don't have any. Flanking. No, I don't think we have flanking. That requires we're on opposite sides, correct? Okay, cool. Yep. Just making sure.
And it should calculate that automatically for you.
Yeah, it did. Oh, well, no, it just gave me the option to check the box, so I wasn't sure if that was a manual thing that I had to do or not.
Mm-mm.
And let's see. With that, I did 7 holy damage, and each enemy adjacent to the target is now pushed 2 squares back. So I'm going to shove that guy back over here.
Awesome.
And I'm just kind of running up like, yeah, your boy came up here to help you, but he's not going to be able to protect you from me. And I just hit this guy so hard that his buddy feels it and goes flying backwards.
Oh, that's awesome. So he like stumbles, like kind of does a backflip, picks up his spear, gets ready to go back into the fray. All right, awesome turn.
That's why that didn't... I don't want to pull that guy. Sorry, I just realized I had to click my judgment onto him, so now that's applied. And that is my turn. I need to hit that button.
Alrighty. Well, all of my goblins have gone, so Yenica, that means it's your turn to finish up the round. Go ahead and click the swords over your token.
All right.
So at this
point, as soon as you do that, I manually trigger my ability. Yep. Which did... Oh, yeah, it did light up. Let's see. Mark that. My life for yours. And if I understand my life for yours correctly, I get to end one condition or effect on the target that is ended by a saving throw or that ends at the end of their turn. So if that bleed effect that you've got going on falls into that category, I would take care of that for you too.
Yeah, so the bury the point is a saving throw. And so, and I actually just noticed here that it doesn't have that bury the point ability on this particular page for this particular thing, so I shouldn't be using it. But anyway, this is a great learning point, totally by design, totally planned. Join the server. So please just reduce. So please just reduce one wrath, Adam, and then Yenica. If you click on your token, you'll see in your character panel on the right the bleeding condition. You can just if you hover over it, you'll see a little rubbish bin on the right. Yep, just click it. Your bleeding condition will go away. And Vic already saving the day. What a boss! And let's kick it over to Yenica.
All right, so she's probably knows that Vic can do these kinds of things, having traveled a bit with her now. So she shouts, "Thank you!" And but then she just laser focused. She's going back to the one that Mirror is after. So she's gonna. I think he's within 12 squares, so she is going to cast Hoarfrost on him.
Okay.
So take that. Target him. And don't get high ground, right? Because he's on the same level as me, so
you're on the same level, yeah.
Cover.
So if you want to get high ground, if you want to get high ground, why don't you move to the right about 3 squares?
Oh, I can go up here.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Now you have high ground.
Like a boss. So, okay, so
like a boss.
All right, so we'll try that again. So main action, Hoarfrost, target him, and I can now collect the high ground. Oh, it's already selected. Look at that. Intuition. Yep. All right, let's see. Oh. Well, there we go. He did not like that.
No, not at all. Oh, he's barely hanging on.
Excellent.
All right. So what does this look like, Yenica?
She is reaching out her arm. The other hand is kind of fidgeting with the teddy bear's ear, and it's almost like a focus, I guess, to her at this point. And she's pointing her finger, and a ray of frost, pretty much icy cold, jagged icicle, I guess, shoots straight out and lands straight into the goblin's face, exploding around his head into like a mini shower of like icicle damage.
Yeah. So Mira, as you're dodging this spear strike, you spin around and you just feel this cold shower of like the ice as it splashes off this goblin, and you see him like it's like slowing him down as he's like trying to stab you again. All right, so Yenica, it's back to you. You've used 3 squares of movement, and your main action, you still have your maneuver and any remaining movement.
I'm going to try the search for hidden creatures, just in case there's any goblins that are lurking elsewhere. I think it's
absolutely.
intense. So I just click that, and then I think I have to...
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, so let's see what it looks like.
Alright, range 10 burst. So I rolled a search skill, basically. Any creatures within 10 squares makes an opposed agility test. So I don't see a pop-up, so I guess I'll have to bring it through my sheet.
Yeah, so you should just be able to, from your thing on the right, just click Intuition, and it'll bring up the roll for you.
Intuition. Oh. Right now it's just showing me the search. Let me get rid of the search thing. Oh, there we go. Intuition. Alright, so I am skilled in search. I'll click that. Where else do we get? Not great.
7.
So 11. Oh, got tier 10.
So,
tier 1. That'll be good.
Yeah, tier 1. So not that great. However, you will say that behind the in the shadows of the tomb, you do see some movement.
All right, so she's just going to yell out to Vic and Inivir, because they're closest to the tomb, and says, "You might have company inside." And I'm not going to say too much else, because I don't think she would say too much in the middle of a battle. So,
sure.
And I click enter. I think I did everything.
All right, awesome. So we just finished our first round of combat, guys. Very good.
Nice.
Do I have any questions at this point before we continue on and sort of work our way through?
Yes.
Yeah, Adam, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I was wanting to wait till the round was over before I asked. The little arrows that I see on like Mira's token and Yenica's, I'm just curious what the little
Elevation.
1 and 2 up arrows are.
I think it's elevation.
Oh, it's
That's
just
their
how high you
elevation.
are. Okay, cool. Very neat. All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, then I'm not so jealous that I don't have one anymore.
KYLIE is number 1.
How did they level up already? This doesn't make any sense.
This is how I level up my character. I just move to the highest point I'm at. The highest level. I go level 3 when I get in the corner.
Works. That's not how any of this works. But I can just imagine somebody playing their first RPG and they think leveling up means getting higher terrain.
Oh, yeah.
I'm up a level. What do you mean?
All right, very good. Chris, haven't heard from you in a little bit. Just want to check in with you, see if you got any questions. You're probably the guy who's played the most.
No, I'm pretty comfortable. This all feels very familiar. It's just a lot shinier now, which I like.
Ooh, so shiny. Okay, guys. Well, at the beginning of this next turn, before we kick it over to our heroes, you see that out of the tomb run 2 more of those goblins that have spears. And then they're sort of like running up and out from this depression that the door sits in. And then you see 2 more goblins. These guys are armed a little bit differently. They have what appears to be just like these short swords that they're going to run out with as opposed to the spears. And then I will add them to our combat by clicking Draw Steel for them. And it is still our
What's the -1 mean on that one on the left?
It means that he's in the depression, right? So he's down.
So he's lower. Okay, so an arrow. Okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit lower. Yep.
It doesn't have an arrow. It's a different number. I can't have his number doesn't look as cool as mine.
I know.
He hasn't paid for the background.
It's just like mine, but mine's bigger, so you know.
Yeah, he needs to spring for his background.
Unleveled him.
Premium. Yeah.
All right, heroes, let's do it. It's your turn.
Vic, it looks like we need to make some space here, or probably get our friends closer to us. Do you want to tactically retreat to the hills
by eliminating things that are in the space? So.
I mean, yeah, the best condition is dead. Thinking I can hit 2 of them, or I can draw some aggro and taunt one of these guys. And I've always been tempted to just hit one of them, taunt them, and run away so that they run past you and get whacked. But then
that's fair.
They'll probably all just come and kill me.
Nick has no problem with you trying that.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to. All right, I'm going to protective attack. So click here. That's my turn. All right, and Justin, we don't have any of our triggers right yet.
Yeah, per the actual adventure, we don't have that quite yet.
Gotcha. I'm going to. All right. Oh, I forgot my maneuver last time because my webcam is in the way of the maneuver box, so I forgot to take it. All right. I'm going to mark this guy here. And I'm going to say, hey, everybody up on the hills. Just a lot of people just came out, just so you know. We're going to be dealing with them now. And then I'm going to see this guy in front of me.
Hey, Nick just told you they were in there.
And I'm going to concussive strike him.
Whoa.
And I'm going to try to smash his face in. And probably not do so well. All right.
Yeah. His might is greater than. Actually, wait. No, his might is. Yeah, his might's -2. So that's your potency there, right? Might less than 0, which it is. So now he is dazed. Dazed is a condition where they can only do one thing on their turn. They can only use a maneuver, an action, or a move. He can't use triggered actions, which means that he won't be able to opportunity attack anybody.
Gotcha. Okay, so I am going to. So yeah, that's going to look like me just taking the pommel of my sword and just thumping him right on the top of the head, going for a big old goose egg. And then I marked this other one already, and then I'm going to move back a little closer towards our friends.
Okay.
And actually assume a higher position. I'm going to say, Vic, I'm going to get to an elevated position, and I'm going to shoot these guys while they all come in towards you, which is going to go totally fine.
Vic says more for me.
And that's it for me.
Alrighty, very good. Let's see, who do I want to activate? I'm gonna activate our new guys, the assassins. Actually, no, I'm gonna do these goblin warriors. They're just gonna keep these new guys that came out. We'll say that they come busting out. They've heard the battle come out, outside, and they just come out spears, and they just continue just running at whatever the closest thing is, which in this case is Vic and Inavir. So our marked boy goes up towards you. We'll resolve our attack. So he just his spear charge he's going to conduct against you, Vic. Let's see. So he's going to just make his straight power roll. Oh, he rolled real high. That's a 17. So you'll take 5 damage from this first attack. And then this guy's going to use his spear charge against Inavir. That will be, tier 1. So that's only 3 damage to you, Inavir. So, Vic, you brace yourself for this incoming attack, and the spear comes in. You don't block it quite right, and you can feel as the spear kind of rams into your armor, it kind of takes your breath away a little bit. Inavir, the spear comes in, and you're able to dodge almost all of it, basically just kind of giving a big exhale as you slow motion, and the spear kind of goes underneath your arm as you dodge his attack. And that will do it for our boys. And then back over to our heroes.
We don't have to keep going in the same order or anything, so if somebody else wants to do a particular thing...
I would defer to people who are more in danger. I mean, right now, my character is probably the least threatened, and Mirror, you have a lot of...
do something to prevent their danger.
Yeah, I will say that if you look, you can see a little blood drop over this guy here and this guy here. They are winded, and I will just go ahead and let you guys know they are on the door. They are very, very injured.
Okay, I mean, if nobody else wants to go,
neither of them have taken their turn yet.
I just didn't want to jump in, but yeah, cool. All right. It keeps popping up that I can use my trigger to do my life for yours. Yeah, it's implying that I could do it to myself, which is
you can do it to yourself. You can do my life for me.
You can do my life for me.
My life for my life. I love me.
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. Anyway, let's undo that. All right. Yeah, I am going to... Let's see. I will keep my judgment... that was the one thing No, he didn't have the judgment anyway, so it wasn't going to work. But yeah, so this guy ran up. He stabbed me. That's fine. As I recover myself and get ready to swing, I look at the guy that stabbed me and just kind of grin. But then my maul just comes back around at the guy that I hit last time. And I hit him with the your allies cannot save you ability again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. I'd rather have, a little higher, but I'll take it. And then, this guy, I'm just going to send him running on back up that way. And since this guy, I'm guessing the skull icon means that he was reduced to 0, I am going to throw my judgment on this idiot who was foolish enough to attack me, and I'm going to yo-yo him right back into my face. So this fight is going to be the way I want it to be, not the way he wants it to be.
Oh my god, I love it. So your hammer comes around, just destroys this dude to this guy's right, and he sees basically you just do the backswing, and he just tumbles backwards next to his boy, has just enough time to look up as the other goblin with the sword looks down, and he goes and then gets pulled and then yoinked back up right in front of our boy Vic.
Oh, that taunt should not be on there. That's my bad. Oh, I don't think it applied to him, so we're good.
Yeah.
It popped up and said that I could taunt him, but yeah. So yeah, this guy, he should know that he's in for a ride.
Oh, he
And,
was. Anything else for you, Vic?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, very good. It is my turn. Let's see. I'm gonna activate our other new boys. Let's say these guys came rushing out as well. Our goblin assassins. They can use their sword stab ability. So they will run up. These guys are going to run up, and we're going to explore flanking a little bit here. So these two guys are going to run up next to you, Vic. And they are each going to use their sword stab ability, which is a melee strike, as they kind of like, they do almost like a goblin thing to like try and distract you looking left, looking right, in order to gain this flanking benefit. And then they're both going to stab you at the same time. A bonus effect of this ability is that if either of them have an edge or a double edge, it deals an extra 2 damage. So they will have an edge because they're flanking you. So here comes the first sword stab. Flanking, bonus edge damage. That's all checked. Thank you, Codex. Ooh, that's a big 9 damage to our boy Vic from the goblin to your left. And then we'll see how this guy does. Roll dice.
Oof.
Whoa.
Oh, man, another tier 3. That is brutal. So you're like looking left, looking right. You're like... You're trying to anticipate, which one, but these goblins are, they're wiry, or not white, they're wily, not wiry, and unfortunately, you zig when you should have zagged, and they both are able to get in solid blows on your armor, knocking the wind out of you.
I triggered my life for yours ability when the first guy stabbed me, which is probably the only reason I'm still conscious. Did the second guy, did he inflict this pain for pain thing, or was that before that? Because I would have been able to spend the wrath to end that, unless it was the second attack that did it.
Okay, no, that's just a function of, I think that's just a function of this attack, is that it does the extra 2 damage because they had an edge. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then these guys are ambushers, which means they're big about, striking and then running. So they're both going to come in, hit you, and then run away. And because they are crafty, you cannot make opportunity attacks on them. That is a goblin trait.
And because my judgment is on somebody else, they get away with it.
Yeah. All right. That'll do it for those goblins' turn. Back to our heroes. Mira, this goblin in front of you is looking real bad. And then our boy Vic is pretty wounded.
It doesn't matter. I don't have any crazy plans other than whack dude in front.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't gone yet, and knows the one over here, I think, right? That's the only one left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's gone yet.
Yeah.
Yep, nope, those two are the only two who haven't gone yet.
So I think you should go next, because I can hit the assassins, if nothing else. So,
okay. Now go next.
You should definitely take a bet. Try and take the one that's nearest you off the table so he can't hit you.
Okay, so I got some insight. I don't think I have anything to spend it on yet.
Yep.
Not really. But that's okay. I'm going to...
Combat.
Yeah, next combat. But right now, I can say I work better alone and attack this guy in front of me. So he has no allies adjacent, so I would gain a surge, I believe. So let me hit the button. Melee strike. Click this dude. None of that is applicable, so roll. Okay. Hey.
Oh yeah. How do you dispatch that goblin?
I like to think that like I was trying to hide behind a tree, but then he came over and he like stabbed at me. So I was like, your funeral, and then just sliced his neck and like throat instead. And then I guess I know that Inavir has marked this guy. So I think
if you want to run to Vic, That's probably that's totally fine.
Okay.
I can handle this goblin in front of me when it's my turn.
I still want to keep the high ground, though. So I'll just move, like, oh, not in front of the dude, though.
So if you want to do like waypoints, you can just right click on a square and it'll run you through that square.
Okay, cool. I'll just like quietly like come up behind Inavir and turn to face the ones near Vic. But I can't do anything about it yet. And I think that'll be my turn. I think.
All right, very good.
For now.
All right. So you took out my boy there to the northeast. That leaves me just this one Gabo, who he is going to see his boy in danger. And so he's going to run up and try and attack Inavir. And you see him sort of like run up. Actually, he needs to get... Ooh. Yeah, he's going to have to take the Bane. He's stabbing at you from below Inavir because he can't use his charge and also get around you. He's got to go in a straight line. So he's just gonna deal with it. Sucks to be him. Let's see. He should be taking a Bane because he's lower. Oh no, I'll have to look it up again. But Codex isn't giving me a Bane. You might only get an edge if you're higher. You might not get a Bane if you're lower. We'll see. I'll look it up again. I'll look it up later. 4 damage to you as he like that stabs up at you, kind of feet gripping into the side of the hill, and that will be it for his turn. That takes us to the top of oh and no, we still have Yenica to finish off the round, and then we'll be at the top of round. Go ahead, Yenica.
Okay.
Ooh, 3.
Nice. So I have a question about the kinetic grip ability of the action.
Okay.
Does it have to be in a straight line directly away from me, or can I fling it in any direction I want to? And what happens if I collide into something? Do they take damage? It doesn't specify. It just says about sliding people.
Okay, well, thanks for asking that excellent question, Paul. Kinetic
You're
grip
welcome.
uses a slide. So a slide allows you to move in any direction that you want, and it doesn't even have to be in a straight line. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like he's going to make himself awesome.
Yeah, he's about to become awesome. And so when a creature runs into another creature, the remainder of squares that remain in the movement deals damage to each of the creatures equally. So let's say you run these 2 goblins that are next to each other into Inavir, and you roll a tier 2, which is a slide 6 for your kinetic grip, right? They'll run into each other, and because he wasn't able to go anywhere, they'll each take 6 damage. If you run into a solid object, like a wall or a barrel or something like that, that object is going to take damage, but because it's a solid object that you ran into, you'll take an additional 2 damage in addition to whatever remaining squares remain. Whatever remaining squares remain. So I have seen in certain situations where, like Vic, who just used his pull ability, if you think like a goblin is about to die, you can pull it into yourself. You know, take a couple points of damage, but then you end up killing it, right? So it's totally up to you guys on how you want to use that slide. Does that answer your question, Mr. Paul?
Yes. The last question I have is, if these goblins down here that aren't right next to each other, if I was to slide this one into this one, it would take less damage because it's already had to use some of the slide movement to get to collide, correct? So if they had 6, then they would take 4 each because it takes 2 to get to the other one.
Okay. No, so if let's say you move this guy here with your first slide, and then you run them into each other, it'll take 5. It still has 5 remaining.
Oh, okay. Then I think I'm going to try that. We're all about experimenting new stuff, so she's definitely going to take this action here. She's going to try the kinetic grip. She's going to target him. She is definitely on high ground. And let's see what we get. No cover, no flanking. So, what do we get? That is It's a 17.
Slide
right?
8? Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you see this ginormous square, you can just drag it to wherever you want in that square, and it'll automatically calculate the damage. And so you see how they're turning red there? That means they'll run into each other.
Okay. So
So if you like put it like over here, it'll auto-calculate the rest of all the way. One more.
Oh, okay. How many big over?
Way over here. See where I'm pinging? Yeah, there you go. So they run in. So you just, what does this look like?
Well, she's pretty irate because those guys just came up and just slashed into Vic, and she does not like that. And so she's like, "Mr. Buttons, we gotta do something about these guys." And she'll just literally, she's channeling her anger right now. So she looks pretty furious if anyone was to see her, but no one can really see her right now. And she is literally just focused on this nearest assassin, and she's literally flung him with a scream as far as she can get to him, and she's trying to have them slam into each other and do as maximum damage as possible. It's really scorned woman scream.
Yeah, she definitely does that, right? You see this goblin who's like getting ready to like turn around and do another hit and run attack on our boy Vic, just get like lifted a little bit off the ground and then and just slams into his boy. They just land in a heap. The one who got run into is able to keep his feet, but the one that you picked up and slammed, he tumbles to the ground and he falls prone because you rolled a tier 3.
Nice. That was my main action. As for maneuver, I think I can do anything else. I guess I'll do the. Just see. I don't do anything. So I guess I'll just take the hide action.
Okay.
The hide maneuver.
You are still observed by the goblins on the ground, so unfortunately you won't be able to hide.
Okay, that's fair. So I'll do it anyway. I think I'm hiding, but that's about. And we'll just enter.
Yeah, sure. You'll kind of crouch down. Yeah. Alrighty. So that takes us to the top of the round 3. You guys won initiative, so it's your turn again.
Vic, do you want to make yourself safe, or are you happy where you are?
Or I could do the same thing. And well, can't guarantee the same roll, but I could hit the same 2 targets.
Yeah, I'll just I'll burn my trigger to my life for yours myself, I guess. Well, yeah, no, it's not letting me do it to myself. It only lets me do that for other people.
Oh, that's
because
good.
It's not applying the healing.
Vic, I was considering just shoving this goblin in front of me off the hill, and then rushing to you, like right around here, and I can taunt these guys so that they are way less likely to focus on you.
I'm gonna make at least one of them focus on me. I'm gonna make it where he wishes that I wasn't still alive.
Well, do you want to
are in my favor?
Well, do you want to go ahead and do that then?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, no, because then I need this guy to die first. So yeah, you can go ahead and do yours first, because with this guy in front of me, it kind of ties up my judgment and doesn't let me do everything I want to do anyway.
You would prefer that guy in front of you to be dead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can help with that.
All right, I can do this.
Let me jump in real quick. So for all you guys, don't forget that, especially for you, Vic, you don't necessarily have to use your trigger unless you want to. A universal maneuver for everybody is the catch breath maneuver that lets you spend recovery to regain your stamina. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, strange voice from the sky.
Is that my conscience?
Call me Jiminy.
It's your mental telling you
assuming nothing has changed, I'll go. All right, I will activate. These 2 goblins in front of me, one down below, one right in front of me. I'm going to try to shove this guy back off the cliff, and the cliff of 5 feet, and I'm going to knock back him.
That's a lot for a goblin.
5 feet hurts.
And I push him. And then he doesn't take any damage from being pushed off that hill, does he?
No, he doesn't. The fall isn't quite far enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But maybe it's embarrassing nonetheless. Okay, so I'm going to rush over. And I am going to run through guess I want to still be near
I
Vic.
think you're handing that guy an opportunity attack with that path.
That's fine. I'm going to my buddy.
Okay.
I'm gonna rush through. And Justin, go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just gets a lick in. Yeah, as I run there.
Life for yours, and Inavir already got 10 hit points back.
And he got licked.
Nice. So self-sacrificial. I love it. And I'm going to do my concussive strike on this guy right in front of us. That's already on the ground. I'm gonna kick him while he's down. Super
Oh,
heroic.
dude, do it. No mercy.
I'm gonna just bash him with the pommel.
Ooh.
That should do something.
How do you take him out?
I run over and be like, Vic, I'm coming, and I just like I don't even use my sword. I just like boot stomp, and then I like focus on these goblins, like spin to look, and I like bring my shield up right next to Vic, just kind of like, comrades in arms. And that is everything I can do. So I'm good there.
The shield buddies.
As he does that, it of course triggers my judgment once again. Whenever they go to 0 stamina, I get to shift it and go through my judgment thing again. So I just tell Inavir thanks, and then I look at this guy, one of the guys that stabbed me and ran away, and I say, it's your turn, as I transfer my judgment over to him and jerk him towards me. And he takes, courtesy of the fact that he hit me, I believe, if I understand all these abilities right, he takes 4 points of holy damage just for being that guy that caused that problem. So,
Yep. Yeah, so that's one of your pieces of your judgment, right? When you transfer it, I think it's the first time in a turn, they also take 4 damage. So that guy is looking real bad.
And he's prone.
And he's prone.
Well, they're both prone now.
Kneel before Zod.
Kneel before Zod. Come, son of Jarrell. All right, so this goblin just got shoved off of the cliff. And so he does not like that. He wants to be on the high ground, and he just saw his boys get yanked around by this very strange woman up on this hill. So he lands, grabs a spear, he points at you, says "Gachaka," and he just his fast little gobble feet. All right, I guess he's got to go here, and he is going to just try and stab the crap out of you with his spear charge ability. He rolls very high. You take 5 damage from that, and then was he the only guy in that pod? I think so, because you guys killed his other half of his pod, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that does it for my gobbles. Back over to our heroes.
I could go, unless Adam wants to go.
Go on to you. Oh, I mean, I have plans, but you do too. Go for it.
I'm just gonna try to kill off the one, I don't know if I want to go after the one in front of Yannicka or just take this lone guy all by his lonesome.
Y'all figure out those two. I think we got the other two handled.
Okay. I'm gonna go after...
That guy hasn't gone yet, right? So the one by me has at least gone this turn. So.
Yeah, that's true. So I'll go after the other one. I'll just I'll get my insight. But I'll just
I should have taken it. Now he's gonna stand up. Damn.
Over the cliff edge, see him there, and he's like, "Oh, you all by yourself," and then just chuck 2 daggers straight at him. With this one, I am on the high ground. Oh, it did it for me. That's cool. Okay.
Oh. Nice. It's gonna go very badly.
How did that not kill him?
So there's
he's not really a goblin.
And then I did get another surge. That's cool. And
so here, actually, this is going to be a great teaching point. So surges are a resource that you can gain throughout combat. They go away at the end of a combat. The simplest use for a surge is that you can spend up to 3 on an attack, and each one you spend does 2 more damage. So you can do up to an additional 6 damage on a single attack if you want to a target. So if you wanted to spend your 2 surges that you have now, I think you would be pleased with that result.
Oh, so I can spend both right now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing the goblin will not be pleased with the result.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
I
How
get
do
the sense it will go really well.
How do I do that?
I don't think he's going to get another turn.
So I don't know how to do it now that you've already used the ability, but if you just tell me, you can knock him off, and I'll do 4 damage to this guy.
Okay, I knocked him off. They gone.
Okay. Yeah, he did.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to actually. I don't have to teleport. I think I could just walk. I'm gonna walk up behind this guy.
Oh, flanking.
That way, Yenica can have a little bit of an edge next time, and then that will be my turn.
I have a
Really
question
edge.
for the director.
Go ahead.
So I have this. One of the things I gain is my focus whenever the first time in a round an ally within 10 squares of me uses a heroic ability. These are all things that cost our resources, right?
Yes.
Oh, not like a signature action or anything. It has to be. It has to cost something. Okay. It seems like Codex is not tracking that for me, but it's giving me focus for all the other things. So until I learn the names,
it will, right?
of all
Nobody. So it's because nobody has been using, because this is the first encounter and we're building up to it. Nobody's used their heroic abilities yet. Their 3 or 5 resource ability. That is a heroic ability. Your signature abilities are your things that don't cost any of your heroic resource. So the I Work Better Alone, the Kinetic Grip, those are signature abilities. Those don't cost anything to use.
Gotcha. Okay, well then that's my bad. I accidentally used a heroic ability last turn when I killed that goblin. But learning experience.
No. Okay, rewind it. Let's go, guys. Back to 1. Let's go.
I already figured out I should have gone before KYLIE because these guys are proned out. Now they get to stand up.
They sure do.
Yeah, that was my as soon as she started, I was like, no.
Sorry.
Kachaka. All right. I'm gonna go ahead
combat's always a
and
learning
I don't have my
chance.
dice. Yeah.
Unprepared, no damage for you.
Unprepared, no damage. Well, I was gonna see who they attack, but because I'm a
You
kind
can
of
roll.
benevolent GM, they're gonna see.
You
No,
can-
no, it's all right. It's all right. I could roll.
Yeah, I mean, there's like you can add a dice tray on there if you go to the panels.
Yeah,
So you could roll on
I
there.
can. But I'm going to. I'm going to be deliberate about this
What?
one.
Go ahead and kill
Kind
Vic.
of
I already know what
benevolent
his brother Mick is going to look like. It's fine.
No. Okay, these guys are going to use the stand-up maneuver. Oops. So I mean that does take up their maneuver, which is not nothing, right? Oops. Going to become unprone. This guy, they're going to kachaka, and they're going to flank this newcomer, and they're going to attack our boy Inavir. Sword stab.
I believe I can. Yeah, wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand the judgment. An attack roll is a power roll, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the guy that's got my judgment, I don't see how I make it automate it, but that guy should have a bane on his attack roll. The one that's judged. I'll burn a wrath to do that.
All right. Let me add a bane to it then. So that should be none. We'll just accept that one. We'll accept this guy up here. We'll give him a bane just to even it out. So that is only 6 damage to
there
our
it went.
boy.
Oh. He used an action and I got to do 4 damage to him too.
Oh, jeez. I hate judgment. I forgot. Oh, God. I mean, yay. Happy for you, my player. Yay.
Well, the button popped up and I thought it was letting me do the thing I was describing, and instead when I clicked it, it was like, oh yeah, here's your 4 damage.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. You guys are going to find that you are very powerful at first level. This guy's going to use the rest of his. How much movement did he use already? He already used 6.
He stood up too, right? So I know.
Standing up is a maneuver, right? You don't actually eat any of your movement.
Oh, okay.
It does burn your maneuver. Let's see. I believe he moved 1, 2, 3, 4. He still has 2 more. You see that he is freaking out. He sees his boy up here on the hill, and he's going to try and make a break to get back into the tomb. And that will do it for his turn. That kicks us over to Yenneca to finish off the round.
Real quick, is he doing the disengage or anything where it causes him to shift?
So he doesn't shift because he is a goblin.
Okay,
he has
cool.
the crafty trait, which means that he does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay, cool. So he doesn't have to do
That is a
shift
goblin
automatically.
thing.
Fair enough.
No, he does not have to shift. Yep.
Well, hey, there you go. You at least got to evade part of what my judgment can do. Just because he's a goblin.
Yeah, waka chaka.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so Yen is going to take the disengage. I know I can get the bonus of attacking this one next to me. We are going to go again before, but she's going to disengage down to here. That shouldn't provoke a
shift.
Oh, shift. Okay.
Yep.
And go there.
Squishy.
And she's going to target the one that's fleeing, and she wants to do the kinetic step and help him into the tomb. You want to get into so much? I'm going to push you in there. And she's going to fling him into the tomb.
All right.
As hard as she can. So she's going to try that. Next, you go on this guy. She's on high ground. Let's see what we do here. Not a very good one, but still 4, I think. So.
Yeah. So if you drag him into the wall here, you can knock him into the wall, and he'll take some damage.
That's over here.
Yep, there you go. Whoa, yeah.
I see some weird against
What does this look like, Yen?
She is literally she's very upset that this one is trying to flee, so she's like, fine, you want to get in the tomb so badly? Let's make it your own. And she's trying to fling him literally into down the steps of the tomb.
Yeah.
She's disappointed he didn't quite go as far as the last time, but maybe she's a bit wounded from that last goblin attack. So.
Yeah, sure. So you watch as you just fling this guy, and he just face first, right into the door frame, just spins around as he takes a ton of damage from that push. Anything else for you, Yen?
Let's see. What does the catch breath do? That one receives stamina equal to my recovery value, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so your recovery value is 1/3 of your total health. So in your case, it'll be 6. So if you spend a recovery, you'll regain. If you hover over the 10 that's in between your heal and damage, that's your recoveries. That's how many you have.
I have 6.
And then it shows you there your recovery value. Yep, and you can just click it, and you'll use a recovery.
All right, I'll do that then. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Excellent. Just going to click end turn, and then... Oh, do I have an enemy still?
Did I lose my turn?
I thought I went last.
Weird.
Was Vic not got?
Yeah,
no,
I don't know why that guy... I must have not done it properly. Anyway, now it's top of round 4. Over to our heroes. This guy by the door is looking real bad.
You guys go. Kill that dude. Don't let him go inside.
Okay, yeah, Vic will go first. I will my life for myself. And then Vic just charges forward, yelling, or not yelling, but he charges forward with a, not so fast. And I will, I missed my turn last time, so it's just going to be a standard, I think, melee attack then.
It's looking pretty hurt, so I think he's going to look a little bit worse for wear after this. Especially with that roll.
That should do it. Just enough to get into the...
Oh, yeah.
And, because I can. Whee!
But yeah. Okay,
Nice.
so that
Jerk him
dropped
off
him 2
the
squares.
hill.
So he did take damage on that fall.
Nice.
Nice.
And,
And I gained the clarity for it.
oh wait, yeah. And then I taunted him because I was able to do damage him with that ability. So
Awesome.
now I'm the one he's mad at, and that's my turn.
All right, very good. Well done.
I just look at Inavir and say, "I told you it was more for me."
All right. Well, he is my last boy, so he's going to take his turn. Just see. He is going to use his turn to flee into the woods.
No.
And he just runs. He just runs away. That he doesn't go into the tomb, so he's going to be out at large. But that will be the conclusion of this first combat. Very good, team. All right, so I will put on not combat music, and I will take us out of combat, back into exploration mode. Okay, so at this point we've been playing for a little over 2 hours for us, about an hour and a half since we started the session. So let's take a 10-minute break. And we'll return at, I have, let's say 22 after the hour, motivational 22.
Sure.
Sounds good.
All right, see you guys in a bit.
That I don't think I used my mark as effectively as I could. This, like, I think the closest analog I can give it is like Hunter's Mark from like D&D 5e. If I mark something, I'm like basically directing like focus fire. So like if we want to, like if there's an elite enemy or something like that, we want to focus fire on that. It gives everybody an edge on attack rolls against the mark. So applies.
Everybody,
so like,
not just you.
Yeah, everybody.
So like the guy you marked down here on the ground, if anybody attacked that guy from even
2.
1 square higher, it's a double edge. Automatically 1 tier higher than you roll.
Nice.
Yeah. So like I know that's pretty easy to like make stacks for, because I think that came through whenever Vic like yanked that marked one off the hill. So like that made it a tier 3 automatically because he was already pretty close.
Yep.
So yeah, I need to use that a little bit more. So I need to like mark people early.
I have a director question as well. I am recording now, by the way. So I had somebody like right in front of me, and then I thought about targeting, like going after the marked one. If someone's in melee range with me, does that like get a Bane on it, or?
Yeah, Bane on ranged attacks.
Okay, that's what I thought. So that's why I didn't do it, but I just wanted to double check that my thought was correct.
That's why I did the disengage, I think, so I could detect the one further away. Because I would have got a penalty for being close. I do have another direct question as well. I noticed people were getting surges. What triggers awarding a surge? Because I did get at least 1 tier 3, and I still have no surges, so I'm just curious if it's different for different classes.
It's based on specific abilities. So if your ability will grant a surge, it'll say it grants a surge. Something we also haven't covered yet are hero tokens. You guys get a number of hero tokens equal to the number of characters in the party at the beginning of every session. And you can spend a hero token and get 2 surges. You can do a lot of other things with them, but I think that those get covered later on. And if not, we'll go over them before the beginning of the next session.
Oh, you put this
Justin
picture in the chat, and I click on it, it makes it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
First time on the internet.
So
shut up.
Yeah. So
you said the hero tokens are per session, correct, Justin?
Yeah, they're per session. They're like the Pathfinder inspirations. You just get them every session. Yep. And I think I like that because it encourages you guys to use them, right? Okay, so we're back. Before we jump back into the adventure, I did want to pause and see if you guys have any questions about what's going on so far. Paul, I do want to finish with you because I want to ask you an additional question of kind of how you feel about the system so far. So I'll kick it over to the other three to resolve any more questions you guys might have before we continue into the Delian Tomb.
What kind of pizza are you eating, Kylie?
Supreme. A tombstone oven.
Oh, Supreme!
It's a Supreme.
It's not really a question. I just don't know if you want us to notify you of it or not, but I burned a recovery before we go inside just to regain some stamina.
Oh, yeah. I do like to know that just for situational awareness, but the codex should track all of it, so...
Yep, it did. I had to figure out where to click, and apparently you just click the recovery button, and it does it, which is... Hey,
Sure does.
Points to you guys, codex. Nice little program you got here.
I'm going to burn
So,
2 of mine as
subscribe.
well.
Okay, perfection. And so, yeah, like you guys are doing, you can spend recoveries completely freely out of combat anytime you want. And then, sorry, Chris, you were saying something. Back to you, sir.
Oh, no, I just, sorry, I talked over. That was not nice. I just spent 2, just saying that. Common knowledge. So I'm down to 7, but I'm up at full health, so I feel good about that. Full stamina.
Very full stamina.
And I realized I could have been using my triggered actions off my mark because mark is my first level ability and it gains those triggered actions. So, okay.
Yeah. Triggered actions
so-
are going to be introduced specifically for the next encounter.
Oh, well, it just, like, I just had, like, the mark ability was a first level, like, it's on this first page and it has the triggered actions
Okay.
with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
Sorry.
no big deal. But I just wanted to tell everyone because this is helpful for y'all to know. Like I mentioned the mark thing. When I mark somebody, everybody gets an edge to attack that enemy. I can also spend my resource to, like, if you attack the mark, it gives you extra buffs. Like I can allow you to spend a recovery. I can allow you to shift 2 squares. So like you could hit them, shift 2 squares and run away without doing like an opportunity attack, or I can just have you deal like additional damage. So I'll try to remember to keep those active, but just so that they're in your brains too.
Do they
feel free to like call out for me to use that stuff.
When we attack, or do you have to call that when you mark them?
No, so it's a free trigger. Like the way they read is, I have 4 of them. So when I deal damage to a marked enemy, I taunt them. But whenever self or an ally deals damage to a creature marked by me, the target can shift 2, so you can hit them and slide away.
Gotcha.
And that costs me a point, but I gain those fairly often. And then I can, like, if you deal damage to them, I can spend a point and you can spend a recovery. So I should have, Vic, I could have been healing you, essentially letting you use your own recoveries in that fight without you having to spend a maneuver for it.
I don't think he's paying attention.
That's
That's
okay.
all right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So all that is
was
really
that to
good.
me? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out something with the... My bad. No. Sorry. Well, I just noticed I still have all my wrath, and I was like, wait, I don't think I should have that. So I was checking the rules to see if I was supposed to delete it.
Yeah, it might reset, but you should just be able to click on it in your side panel and hit
Yeah, I
0.
can.
Yeah, okay.
I was saving it as my next question when Chris was done talking to apparently me, because I didn't want to interrupt him.
Well,
So
I'm
yes,
done now,
your
so you're
heroic
good.
resources. Yes, your heroic resources, your surges, all return to 0 after combat concludes.
Oh man,
Right.
you're just like the Charlie Brown teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Paul. Over to you, sir. What questions do you have, and how do you feel so far after your first combat?
I enjoy this type of style of gameplay. Like I say, City of Mist is kind of thematic too, and it does allow you. I do like the option where you're rolling initiative just kind of to establish which side goes, and then you can choose amongst the party. So it definitely encourages coordination, tactics, and you can prioritize which epic move to go first, or who actually is in the best position to take the most advantageous move. So I do like all of these features. This platform so far, I mean, for being a beta, I've found it being quite intuitive. Some of the things that we're just all learning together, which is, I mean, this is a new platform to all of us, pretty much, or semi-new to some people who've at least played a little bit. But so far, it's very encouraging. Just enjoying to learn more about the game and seeing how our characters grow and develop with different abilities.
Awesome. All right, any questions about mechanics or how things work so far? Are you good? No? Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's jump back in. So as KYLIE pointed out, I did post some art from the adventure in the chat. If you guys click it, it'll blow it up for you. So this is what the entrance of the Delian Tomb looks like. And here we have some of our iconic characters here, the Orc Fury, the Human Talent, and the Polder Shadow. And so, all right, sorry, excuse me. So now we're going to discuss the victories mechanic. So after this combat, you guys overcame a significant challenge in your heroic quest. So you each earn a victory. If you go to your click on your token and then your character sidebar, the diamond underneath your character is your victories. You guys can put one there for each of you. Each time you start a new combat encounter, you'll gain heroic resources equal to the number of victories that you have, as we discussed earlier. So this is that push, right? This is what's pushing you. Pretty soon, at the beginning of a fight, you'll be able to nuke them with your 5 heroic resource ability on your very first turn. That you get to that point very quickly. It's all very exciting. So we'll keep track of our victories. We've already coordinated with Ashley. She gives you guys like a big thumbs up. She just saw you guys kick some major ass, and she's like feeling real good about you guys now. She's like, yes, thank you so much. As you guys begin your descent down into the Delian Tomb. So as you guys begin your descent, you see that there is a light source. The stairs go down, turn around to the right, and then go out of your view from this outside area. You begin to make your descent. You see that the ceiling is about 2 squares high, so say an average of about 8 to 10 feet. There are lit torches. There's only one in this first descent because you can sort of see outside, but it does provide some light in this area. As you continue descending down the stairs, as they make a turn to the right and then another turn, you see that they descend into a chamber that glows orange thanks to a large flickering brazier in the center of the floor. The light illuminates faded frescoes on the wall that show starving, wounded humans drinking from an ornate silver chalice and turning into powerful, healthy warriors who battle a horde of demons. Many bedrolls lie scattered on the floor of this chamber, where 24 goblins huddle, ready with their weapons drawn after hearing the skirmish outside. So, for this battle, your heroes are going to gain any features or abilities on their character sheet for the second encounter. This is going to introduce triggered actions and heroic abilities and malice. So I already talked about malice last encounter because I didn't do a good job of reviewing the book before we started today. So I already discussed that. But for triggered actions, each of you has a new ability with an action type that is called a triggered action. They can be used only in response to the event that is listed very specifically on the ability as the trigger. You can use one per round. Okay, so it's your card. Your actual triggered action is a card. You remember Chris mentioned earlier a free triggered action. So those are additional abilities you might have based on your character's build, where though those are a free triggered action because they're specifically designed to be done anytime it happens. They don't count against your big triggered action, right? So basically what that means is that Inavir can use his heroic resources to boost your guys' attacks against his marked target as many times as he has resources throughout a combat. Okay? Opportunity attacks are free triggered actions. So every time you depart melee range, and really it's adjacent, right? It's not melee range. So even if something is a melee range of 2 for its signature ability, if you leave adjacent to it, it gets a free strike. And a opportunity attack is a melee free strike. Those will be listed on your character sheets. We already discussed using the disengage move action that allows you to shift, which does not activate opportunity attacks. For heroic abilities, you have to build up your resources in order to use them, right? We've already discussed potential uses with the mark ability, and in particular, you have your first heroic ability, which costs 3 of your heroic resource to use. So I believe for Chris, right, Inavir they gain heroic resources when someone uses a heroic ability, right? Is that correct? You're muted, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, once per round, whenever an ally uses a heroic ability within 10 squares of me.
Yep.
I get a
so
focus.
Those are things to keep track of, right? This is another mechanic to keep you guys involved in the combat when it's not your turn. You can gain more of your heroic resource as other things happen throughout the combat. Some classes gain it when eyes of the director spend malice, when somebody takes damage, when you take damage. Just make sure you guys are keeping track of that, and the codex will help us with that. And then, of course, I have my malice. Me. And so another rule that comes into play that we've seen a little bit of is potency. So potency is something where when they designed the game, they wanted your build to matter, right? If you're strong, you should feel like you have if you have a high might, you should feel strong, right? Potencies reflect that. Certain abilities will only affect you if you have a characteristic less than a certain thing. It's designed to save time, making saving throws and things like that. I'll just read, hey, is your might less than 2? Yep, you're affected by this. Is your might less than 0? Yes, you're affected by this, etc., etc. And that works both ways. A lot of monsters have these, and you guys have a lot of those. And it's always reflected as like a single letter representing an ability. So for presence, it might just say P less than 2, right? And then you just say, hey, is this guy's presence less than 2? Yep. Okay, he's dazed, right? So that's how potencies work. Any questions about potencies?
It seems like
all right, no question?
because
go ahead.
Because I accidentally used the one that the heroic ability that did. It seems like it automatically applies those. Does it automatically roll the save for you?
Yes, the codex will automatically compare the target's characteristics, and it'll apply it if it's applicable.
Nice, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Right.
Justin, what is my heroic action as a talent? What can I spend my clarity on?
So for you, let me look here. The build that you made. So if you go under your main actions, yours is the gods. Oh wait, nope, I have the wrong token selected. I need to select Yannicka. So yours is. So you changed your build a little bit, right? You wanted to go more of the chrono pathy. So if you look under your maneuvers, your flashback. Oh wait, no, that's your 5. That's your 5. I'm sorry. Your awe ability is your heroic ability. If you click on main action and you see to the left, it says awe above heroic abilities.
Oh, okay.
That will cost 3 of your clarity, and it will do the effects that you see there.
Okay, thank you.
That sounds badass. So make sure that you have an equally badass description of what it looks like when Yannicka uses it. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. All right. We are also going to introduce the Minion mechanic in this next combat. So you guys are just going to see a lot of goblins in this next room. A lot of them are minions. So minions are drawn in from the wargaming scene. They have a shared health pool. Okay? When you attack a minion, all of the minions in its group are affected in the sense that their shared health goes down. if you do enough damage, and basically they have a damage threshold. Let's say there's 4 minions and they each have 4 health. If you do 5 damage to that group, any of them, that one that you did damage to will die or be rendered unconscious as you choose. If you do 9 damage in that attack, because you're going over a threshold of 2, which would be 8, now 2 of them go down. And even if your ability only could attack one thing, 2 of the minions go down. And you can feel free to get as 80s ridiculous Saturday morning cartoon with that as you want.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. The codex is kind of cool. It pops up little red skulls that you guys can, in the group, that you can pop like bubble wrap. And then you can just pick which ones die. The exception to that is if you're using an area of effect attack, it can only take out the minions inside of that area effect. Even if you go above what would kill everybody else. That's it for minions. And then I'll make it clear to you guys which ones are minions when we go on the next map. So are you guys ready to descend into the Delian Tomb?
Yeah, let's do it.
Vic's going to turn and look at the group and just say, we have to hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move our characters down into the Delian Tomb. So as we begin this combat, I will give you guys a chance, as long as it is on these stairs or higher, actually, as long as it's within these 4 squares here, at the base of the stairs or higher, you can choose where you begin this combat. Please do so at this time.
I assume Vic and I are the ones in front.
Oh, yeah. Meat shields
I
to
get
the front.
this.
Yeah.
I get the sense that we're the least squishy of the group. I can't see what everyone else's like stamina values are, but I would guess ours are fairly high.
You and Vic are around the 30s, and I think I'm at 18, and I think Mira's at 21. So, yeah, we're squishier.
Okay.
It shows
guys,
up in the
so
battle, the belt.
Yes. So you can see here these guys with these ginormous axes. Those are some really super buff goblins, but they're pretty small. They're swinging around these ginormous battle axes. These guys are all minions. If you look to the south in the room, you'll see these guys that are archers. They are also minions, the guys with the bows. However, they have goblin warriors with them that are going to act as their captains and give them a little bit extra ability. And you'll see that when I activate a pod, it'll activate that whole entire group at the same time, and they will take their turn. You notice that the brazier here in the center is glowing really, really hot. And that it looks like if you were to push somebody into it, they're going to get burned in addition to whatever physical damage they'll take from running into it. And with that, begin the combat music again. And this time, I'm going to have my characters roll initiative. So I'm going to draw steel. And then among you, please choose a representative to click that 20-sided die in the middle there. And if you roll so it's 20-sided, but it's a Geordie die, so it's 1 through 10 twice. On a D10, if you roll a 6 or higher, the heroes will go first. If you roll a 5 or lower, I get to go first.
What do we add to
It's
the
just a flat roll. There's nothing added to it.
It's just a flat roll. Yep.
Inavir, I choose you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, thanks, Inavir.
I didn't choose him. He's too busy checking his hair. He wasn't paying attention. It's like, can I swing my hair into combat? It's like,
Oh.
Alrighty. So, yep, I'm gonna go first. Let's see here.
A quick question there, Director.
Yeah, go ahead.
Should we see a violet NPC ally card?
No, you should not.
Okay.
I don't know why she's on there. There we go. Yeah, she's later on in the dungeon.
Yeah, I
I don't know how
figured.
she got
It seemed like
selected.
a really short trip.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'll have to double check and make sure she's not. I didn't see her on the
A mini
on the
campaign that
board.
ends after one session because he finds.
Yeah, great
Is
job,
he
guys.
trying
Okay. I'm gonna activate some archers first to soften up our frontline boys. So I'm gonna activate this pod down here to the south. Let me change pages over here to my D1. My spine cleavers and my snipers. If they have a captain. Okay. So, what am I gonna do with these guys? So they're gonna arrange themselves, sort of in a bit of a line here, and actually goblin smite. Oh, if they don't move, they get an edge. Okay, so these guys who can see you are going to go ahead and do that, and I actually think this is the only guy that has to move. Yeah. So you guys go down the steps and you see these guys. They're all ready. They heard the skirmish upstairs. They're ready for you. The guys with the big ass axes start doing like the like running straight at you. The archers all like sort of draw their bows as you guys prepare. And actually, let's do a quick like 1 or 2 sentence. We're gonna pan to our heroes really quick, and you guys describe like your heroic pose as you guys descend down in here. I'll do the order. So we'll start with Chris first. What's Inavir's like battle pose?
There is somehow wind in this tomb, and his hair is like flowing out behind him. Armor glinting. He is the like shiniest object that these goblins can see.
I love it. Vic.
Vic, seeing Inavir's hair just flowing in the breeze, just looks at Inavir and holds out his hand that doesn't have the mace in it and says, "May I have this dance?" as he looks out at all these enemies arrayed across the tomb.
Yenica.
She's going to glance down at Mr. Buttons and go, "Oh boy, there's more goblins to fight. I was getting just warmed up as well." And she's just going to like start crackling ice around her fingertips and stuff. So,
Love it. Mira.
I'd like to imagine that while Inavir is like, shiny and all of this, I'm like the complete opposite. I just kind of slink into the shadows behind him, daggers out and at the ready.
Boy, it's good. So you see these goblins, and they all loose their arrows at the strong boys in the front. So I am going to select my minions. They are going to use their bow attack. Select our 2 heroes there. And then we're going to roll dice. So minions all roll 1 power roll. Additional minions that pile on top of the roll just do... wow, that was a garbage roll. Okay. They just do 1 extra damage per minion. And their captain, my captain, he is going to use his spear charge ability because he is a goblin warrior. And now, because I have my malice unlocked, I am going to use my bury the point ability. Bury the point on Vic. Ooh, okay, that's 7 damage to you. But I think your might is 2, isn't it?
It should be. Yes, +2. Yep.
Okay, so that was a real dumb move on my part because there's no possible way I could have inflicted bleeding on you. But I will remember that moving forward. So yeah, that is.
To be fair, the goblin probably wouldn't know that. So
yeah, the goblin wouldn't know that. It's really good. I'm really good at role playing the bad guys not knowing anything about the heroes because I just forget. So it's all part
that's why
of the
you're
plan.
the director.
Yeah, I'm a great
lot of
director,
DMs
guys.
are
I'm
really
telling
good
you.
at that. So yeah. Don't try and take
Alrighty.
credit for that all on your own. We're all good at forgetting what the players can do.
No, I'm special. I forget the most. All right, guys, that'll do it for my goblins. Over to you guys.
Range, you guys want to soften these things up for us while we hold the door? Hold the door.
Udor.
Do you want to go, Kylie?
No, you
Oh,
go.
Kylie, that's you.
You go.
Okay, but like once we step out, you guys are opened up.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
then we gotta
Yannicka
get
can
this
go.
guy.
Yannicka could go.
I'm gonna try just for fun. I'm gonna see if I can kinetically push this captain into the brazier.
Oh
He
yeah,
looks like
definitely.
Do it.
looks like he would flammable. He looks like he'd be fun. And I don't know if Havoc and it losing a leader will actually impact the minions, so I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I'll take action. Let's get my do this. Roll this. And say I'll take 2 of that. And we're going to do
So I will point out that since you gained 2 clarity, that gives you enough clarity to use your awe ability.
just see what that does.
If you wanted to do that.
Shoving that dude into the fire sounds super cool, though.
Yeah, that also
Yeah,
sounds
I can
very
do it,
cool.
I'm gonna try. I think he needs to go burn. I have a question because it doesn't show on the map though. Am I on high ground? Because I am above steps, but it doesn't show a symbol. So
No, you're
I
not on
get-
high ground. You're only half a square up. I just did it to give it a little
Oh,
depth.
okay. Okay, sure. All right. So we'll target the captain here, and let's see what we get here. It's gonna be 6. That could be unfortunate for him. So we're gonna put him all the way to there.
Oh yeah. All right. So you just do your thing where you like lift him up. Yeah, sorry, I'll let you describe it. Go ahead.
So she is literally just doing a hand gesture right now. She physically picks up this captain, like, "Get away, you wretched beast!" And then she's sort of fling him towards the fire with the idea of trying to drop him in to see how he burns or what he smells like, whatever. She's literally just trying to see if he can get cooked goblin. So it's more of a she wants to go for the flash and the shock and awe of literally just flinging what is presumably one of the leaders who just charged us and just flinging him away disdainfully into the fire. So it's hoping to rattle him a little bit if that's possible.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels like
So
the
you
I'm the
grab
rubber,
him-
you're the glue thing. Like you just bounced him off of the line.
Boing. So he runs up, like stabs at Vic, does a little bit of damage, but doesn't, make solid contact to make him bleed. And then he gets just, you just see him get. And so Vic, your point of view is this guy, like he tries to hit you and he just gets just right off of you, and you're like, wow.
Like I was distracted because he actually triggered my my life for thee thing again. So he damaged me enough that I healed myself, and when I looked back up, he was just halfway across the room.
And so you see like you kind of see and smell a little bit of a burn as the running into the brazier does an extra 2 damage to him.
That's awesome.
All right, very good. What else, Yen?
Yen is just going to. She doesn't need to encourage the archers to shoot again, just in case they start to get in. She's going to just tuck herself around the corner. I mean, she is a squishy caster person.
That's true.
And she is. So that's pretty much her move. I don't think I'm going to do a maneuver, so I think that's going to be the end of her turn. So, my turn.
Excellent. My turn. So
We got to
I'm
miss the
gonna have my.
buttons.
So I'm gonna
If you
have
want
my
some, come get
archers
some.
move a little. Yeah, check it. They're gonna spread out a smidge because I don't know if where would they move? He's gonna kind of move around here. Okay, then I'm gonna have them do their main action bow shot. This one's gonna be against Inavir. Actually, Inavir and Vic. Okay, here we go.
It's looking very Star Wars here now, Mr. Director.
Roll dice. That's okay. I'll take a tier 2. So, Vic and Inavir, you guys, these arrows come flying at you guys. You get your shields up and block a lot of them, but you feel them ramming into your guys' arms as you guys take the damage. And then their captain is going to charge up through his boys. And he saw that Vic some guy bounced off of Vic, so he's going to charge Inavir instead, and go ahead and attack our boy here. Let's see what he gets. Tasty tier 2, so that's 4 damage to you, Inavir. And then that will do. He used his charge action, so that is it for his turn. We'll kick it back over to our heroes. Go ahead.
KYLIE, do you want to go next? Well, like I said, you got your meat shield up, or do you want to let the meat shield just start to tear into goblins?
I can, but it's up to the
Yes, you're
meat
muted.
shields.
It looked like Chris tried to say something, but he was muted a second ago.
Oh, sorry. And I will probably mute myself occasionally. I appreciate that. My 2-year-old's running around very excited, so I'll try to spare you guys from that.
Mine is too. You just hear boom, 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 boom on the ceiling.
No, totally haven't heard that. No, not at all.
KYLIE, do you have a lot of range stuff while we're here blocking people from you?
I mean, I can throw some daggers. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. I can do either, so they're all about the same.
If it doesn't matter the order, I'll go first because I can mark somebody, and then everyone else gets some tasty stuff that they can do off of that. All right, so I'll go if that's cool.
Yeah.
And okay, so this leader Gabo just ran straight towards me. I'm going to mark him, and I'm just going to say, all right, first contestant right up here. Let's concussive strike him. This is my heroic ability. And then I don't know if my edge. Yeah, my edge came through. Cool. Wasn't that good? But he still gets hit.
Oh yeah, he is dazed because he has very low might.
And then I'm not going to use any of my.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's dazed again?
So he can only basically use a action. So if you can hover over it in Codex. If you,
But those of
Actually,
you watching
you
at
guys
home,
probably-
you should see it on my screen.
yeah. Okay, there you go. Yep, a creature who is dazed can only do one thing: use a maneuver, use an action, or use a move action. They can't use triggered actions of any kind.
Oh, perfect. So you guys could run past them if you wanted to, and it's not gonna be a problem. I'm pretty good though. That was my maneuver and main action, and yeah, that's good for me.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'm gonna step in here with hesitation is weakness, and I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to hit that guy too. Since he's marked.
I don't know what this
now.
means, but I really like the way Justin reacted to it, so go for it.
He doesn't like shadows. He did not like me last time we played this together.
No, I did not.
So my triggered action is hesitation is weakness, so I can just jump in after another hero's turn. It does take my only insight that I gained, but I just gained 2 more. And so that was my free triggered action. So now I can use, I'm just gonna range weapon attack, because I think it's all about the same, and I can't really do the other one is more damage. Never mind. I'm gonna still do the I work better alone. It just won't do the effect.
Yeah, in general, your signature abilities are always going to be better than a free strike.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So he is marked. So I got an edge.
Yep.
So that's good, because apparently I need it. But now he's dead.
Yeah. So, what does this look like to Inavir, who's like standing right in front of this guy?
So I feel like Inavir, says, "Let's get this guy," and I imagine, just for the flair of it, that I almost step out of his shadow, slice him, and then jump back.
No, I love it. I love it.
Like I wasn't even here. I'm not gonna move. I like my position, so that's it for me.
Okay, very good. It's going to take us to our gobos. We've already seen one guy go down, get chucked into the brazier. Another guy go down. These big, beefy goblins. One of them is going to run up to you, Vic. Ugh, gachaka. And he is going to try and use the grab maneuver on you. Because he's big and greedy. Oh, yes, he grabs you. And now he is going to drag you out of your defensive position. He already moved 2. What is his movement total? Goblin Spine Cleaver. Where's his movement? It's climb. Speed is 5. So he only has 2 more because he's dragging you. So
Hey,
he's
Justin.
going to drag you to the south. Yes, sir.
Does that ability use a potency? I don't know if I'm allowed to know.
No.
That. Okay.
No, grabbing. Gotcha. So grabbing is. I'll drop this guy. So grabbing and escaping grab is a special maneuver you can use. It's a power roll.
Okay.
If you roll a tier 1, you don't grab the other creature. If you roll a tier 2, you grab. You have the option to grab the creature, but if you do, they get a free strike against you. And if you roll a tier 3, they don't get the opportunity for that free strike. Our boy rolled a tier 3, 18. So he's going to drag our boy Vic down into the room. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow his boys to gang up on him. Hey, kachaka! They're going to flank. Boy Vic. Let's see. Are they going to... Actually, no. This guy in the top right is also going to use the grab maneuver against Inabir to try and drag you into... Let's see how
all I'm saying is these guys better be glad you wanted us to use pre-gens, because the guy I built, this would not have gone very well for them. This would have been one of just you're locked in here with me kind of moment.
Oh man. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, 100%. Happy for you. So, for our audience at home, I asked my players to just run straight stick pre-gens.
Yeah.
And then, after this first dungeon, I invite them to completely rebuild their character to include race, class, abilities as much as they want as they learn the system a little more. So, but for right now, actually, wait, does he have any more movement? He already moved 4 squares, so I can only drag you 1. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. I'm going to use my last 2 spine cleavers here. They are going to use their axe ability against Inavir and Vic. Actually, Inavir again. Okay. There we go. Okay, roll dice. Oh, push 4. All right, so Inavir, you are going to get pushed. Actually, you can't be forced to move if you're grabbed. So these guys are going to... Oh, shnikes. So Inavir, this guy's going to hold on to you. He's not going to push you. Okay? But Vic, it shows that you're grabbed and you can't be force moved. Okay. The director's learning the game also. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. I wanted to pull you guys out of position. I accomplished that goal. The last thing I'm going to do is take advantage of this this flanking position with Vic to run up and do a spear charge. As he's flanking, that'll be a tier 2, so 4 damage to you, Vic. And then he's going to use the remainder of his movement to use his crafty trait and run back behind this column, because he's a very brave leader that always directs from the back. And so that'll be it for that pod's turn. Back to our heroes.
Vic says, my turn. And I am going to go with your allies cannot save you. On this guy right here. I need to do my judgment first. This guy's going to get judged by me I don't need to pull him anywhere because he's right where I want him. And then he gets my "Your allies cannot save you," which is apparently going to be a tier 3.
Oh, guys, it's our first crit.
So I'm going to keep that one. This guy is... Wow, there's a lot of red skulls, so...
Yeah, so...
Let's see, that guy's going to get shoved up here for you to play with. That guy's going to get shoved over here into the fire to deal with all of that. Aw, shucks, he ran into somebody.
So you gotta pop
And
your
I get
boys.
that guy.
Oh my god. So what is that? What does this chaos look like?
And I believe, if I can figure it out, I get to judge this guy once this thing lets me do it. Plus, I get to my life myself again. If it's the triggers, I had to mark them as used. They weren't really.
Okay.
Oh wait, what is that? Activate 1 wrath. I don't know what that's gonna do. Okay, I don't know why it didn't let me use my life for yours.
Okay.
Like it popped up as useful, but it wouldn't let me target myself. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I see you used it. Yep. All right.
And that was supposed to be on myself, so I'm just gonna give myself my 10 hit points, I believe.
Yeah, so you should just click your recovery.
These guys decide to crowd all around me, and all you see is like this just absolutely feral smile because Vic is finally where he wants to be. Their whole idea was to break the line of meat shields. They had no idea that was my plan too. Like my next move was to be charging into the middle of the bad guys, and so all they did was set it up where I wanted it to be, and you just see this big mace swing come in, Babe Ruth style, pointing, calling my shot kind of thing, and
oh man,
then you just see guys get scattered in every direction.
Vic is a Jehovah's Witness the goblins did not order.
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, who is my God?
Yeah, so you guys
and
just...
Vic, I think you get another action, right?
Yeah, so we're going to get to that in 1 second. So you just guys see like Vic just like, and then like literally like goblins just like a water fountain just out and away from him. Mira, one lands in front of you, one like gets tossed into that column and just like slides down the column, and one of them just gets wrecked and just squished up down against the ground.
Yeah, that's the one.
And like Chris said,
he's the one that took the brunt of it.
Oh, dude. And like Chris said, you rolled a natural 19 on your die, which means that you rolled a crit. You get an entire action that you can use. So you have a main action back again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Right.
And Vic, this guy is marked.
That guy tried to hit you. Let's see.
Did you hear that, Vic?
Oh, well, that sounds perfect. I'm going to use my main action to make Inavir feel all better. Because I can heal as a main action. The creature can spend a recovery to regain stamina or make a saving throw against an effect that they currently have. So you can either try and save to get out of your grapple, or you can heal yourself. Inavir.
I'm going to... Yeah, because I can't move
I think
on my
you just
turn.
have to click that little exclamation or something. Not really sure.
Yeah, if you're going to spend a
choose to
recovery, all you have to do is click your recovery. Inavir has his own triggered actions that he can use, I think, based on what just happened.
Wait, so I can...
It says spend recovery.
So I can end the grab, or I can spend a recovery?
Cannot. So you can't end the grab. You have to use a maneuver. That would be like if you were bleeding or dazed or something else. It'll say save ends or end of turn ends.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Okay, well, no, I'll take a recovery.
For the heal, my effect is, well, I don't know if it's for everybody or just me, but he can make a saving throw if he has an effect that requires a saving throw. Or he can take
grapple does not require a saving throw. It requires the break grapple maneuver. Okay. Yep.
Oh, I got you. I understand now.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, then I will take a recovery, and I feel much better.
Yeah.
I kind of just recontextualize it as a big hug for a second, and that just makes me feel better about it.
And then I just look at the guy that's holding on to Inavir, and I'm like, you should probably let him go. And that's my turn.
He looks conflicted.
Oh, he's going to look real conflicted this round.
Yeah. All right. Well, I only have one more pod to activate, so I'll activate them.
And is
What's up,
Vic no
Chris? Go
longer
ahead.
grabbed?
Vic is, yeah, he should no longer be grabbed because the guy grabbing him is dead. So we'll just
I don't know who
trash
is grabbing me. So.
Yeah.
Well, he could be wrapped around your leg, just not very.
Grasp you from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
There's just a hand holding onto his leg and nothing else.
So you guys see this last one, the Jesus. So you guys see this captain
hanging onto my arm.
Just
my
one.
leg.
Can you give me a hand? Got one. He's right there.
Yeah, he's got one right there. So this captain up against the eastern wall, you hear him, you see him kind of look around a little bit nervously, but he points his spear at you guys and he says, "Waka chaka." And the spine cleavers are all gonna look nervously around, but you know, it looks like their fear of retribution outweighs their fear of attacking our heroes. So they are going to run sort of around and try and get around you guys. Our melee boys, they are going to use their axe attack against you. So main action, axe. 2 of them are going to attack Inavir, and then 2 of them are going to attack Vic. Let's roll dice, and hopefully I roll high so I can push Vic real far. That's a 3, but you have some good stability. Oh,
too much
God.
stability,
Okay.
apparently.
Too much stability. That's so great.
Yeah, you have too much stability.
Hello?
Your stability's 3? Oh my God! So, because I haven't been able to drop the grapple on Inavir, you can't be pushed. And then Vic, you are so like strong and steady and heavy that these 2 guys, like, they both try to run up and like bury their axes into you and just like, you know, Babe Ruth, like, hit you away from them. But because you're so sturdy, their axes just bounce off of you. Zero ability to move you as you just stand strong and steady in this melee. Our spear boy, oh my God, what is he? He's gonna run up. He's gonna run up. He's inside of his. I think that burns all his movement, so he's not going to be able to do his run away bravely action. But he is going to spear charge.
Is his name Sir Robin?
There. Yeah, brave Sir Robin, Sir Goblin.
He doesn't have the He's got the coconuts. Where's Patsy?
Yeah. He stabs you for 5. And that'll do it for my gobos. Oh, wait, but I win the initiative, so I get to go again. Wait, how do... Oh, because you used your hesitation as weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. We've learned some lessons here. Oh my God. These guys can't afford to take free strikes from you. They will die. Chaka. Yeah, they're just gonna go for it, man. They kind of see the writing on the wall. They're gonna try and maintain the initiative here. My minions are going to actually wait. I have 10 malice. I am going to use tiny stabs. Okay, this is a goblin malice ability. It costs 5. And you see each of the goblins that are surrounding you, Vic and Inavir, they grab a little dagger that they all sort of keep in their belts, and they all just lightning quick stab at you guys.
Are we getting prison shanked? Like what?
Yeah, you guys are absolutely getting prison shanked, and you each take 1 damage for each goblin around you, bringing us to 4 total damage. So I spent my 5 malice on that. And now they're going to take their main action. I want to use my minions. They're going to use their axe attack. Oh, you used your my life for me.
You dang right I did. That's what it's there for.
Dang right I did. All right. So we're going to use our axe attack. That's a tier 3 because of
That might be enough.
the flanking. Okay, so now that you guys can be force moved, actually, Inavir, you can be force moved.
No, I'm still grabbed.
Oh no, you can actually get pushed, Vic, because this was a push 4. So he is going to push you into Inavir.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
use my free triggered action to parry that first attack on Vic there.
Okay.
If I spend a focus, it says you can shift
Yeah.
one square, but I don't think I can shift one square. But if you end this movement adjacent to
Yes,
the
you
target, so I think it still works because I'm adjacent to him already.
Yeah.
If any effect of the damage is halved. If any effect of the damage has a potency, the potency is decreased by 1.
Okay, so your damage from the attack is halved. So you can heal yourself for 4, Vic.
Okay.
And
Not mad about that.
yeah, there wasn't a potency. It was just a straight push.
Okay.
So that still takes effect. And then that will do it for our boys. Our lanky goblin warrior is going to do his spear charge against Vic because he's the only guy there. He's going to roll dices, and he gets a tier 2 for 4 damage, keeping Vic on the ropes.
Nice.
And then he's going to look, and he's going to press his advantage by running around the corner so that the ranged guys can attack him. And
oh my god.
that will be it for our first goblins. Over to our heroes.
I'm never rolling your pre-gen again.
Sorry, man.
Boy.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Well,
yeah,
we're
I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm going
we're looking
to catch
rough.
my breath. Well, I'm gonna try and catch my breath. Yeah. Why is it not? Oh, there's a tiny little confirm button. I was looking everywhere but the bottom
it's
center
small.
of the screen.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then I am going. This guy that's to my right is going to get the same "Your allies cannot save you" treatment.
He's gonna get the business.
Also, my judgment is missing. That should be on somebody.
It is
Because whoever had it died.
Yeah, whoever had it died. So you can go ahead. I'll let you just put it on whoever, because you should have been able to do that as a free trigger.
Yeah.
It probably came up, but
it's just on him. That's all it's doing. But yeah. And then he's gonna get the "Your allies cannot save you" thing. Come on! Oh, really? Why has it got to be a freaking tier 1? Like, I'll still take it, but click to confirm.
You should be driving these guys against the wall. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I am. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And then why is that? There we go.
Oh yeah.
And then
Those ones are dead.
Well, yes. Okay, so it just
Click the skulls.
Yeah, I tried to. It gave me. Do what?
Click the skulls.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. My judgment thing triggered, but then it didn't let me put it on the guy. Like, I clicked the button and it's just not. All right, I'm just gonna put it on this guy that's next to me because that's where I would shift it to. But yeah, you just see me, like, I take all these hits, and like the last turn was me swinging one direction, and now it almost looks like that was a wind up because you just see the mace come back the other direction as it swings back around at all the rest of these guys and sends them flying the other direction. It's like some sort of spring-loaded spinning top that just reaches the end of the spring and then whips back the other direction. But that is my turn.
All right. I just want to pause. Did anyone have anything? I thought I saw Chris trying to talk and Kylie.
No.
I think the guy that was grabbing me is dead now, so I think I'm good.
Oh yeah. You can just trash that grabbed condition then.
Oh, I can do it.
He's still
okay,
in there.
easy.
He ain't happy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like this guy next to me, but he doesn't have a turn for a bit. This guy down here does. So that's what I'm gonna do. I was hoping I'd get more insight, but I did not. So that's fine. We're going to...
Couldn't you spend a heroic token to get a reroll? Can you reroll any dice, or does it has to be a power roll?
I think it has to be a reroll the result of a test. I was going to use the... I was going to spend a hero token to gain 2 surges.
Okay.
So when I attack this guy, then I'd spend the 2 surges. But first I gotta get there. So I'm going to... Please hold. What is it? It's a maneuver.
So I'm actually, where do we track hero tokens? I need to find that.
On
so you guys
mine,
are down to 3 hero tokens.
It's on the
Mine is-
It's
portrait
next
of
to
the
our
characters,
pictures,
I guess.
top right. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
But is it 4? It's 4 for all of us though. So I don't know if anybody.
Yeah, it's a shared pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think you gave us all 4 because I thought it was shit.
Yeah, if you see an opportunity, then
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
possession, so we.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like we have them for only so long. But anyway, so first I'm gonna get over there. So I'm gonna go here. So he can't get any opportunity attacks. I'm definitely not in cover or concealed, so I'm not even gonna bother with that question. And then he's by himself, so I'm going to I guess I'll do this and hope. Yes. Oh, but I was gonna spend a surge. So I was gonna spend the 2
so
tokens.
Are you gonna?
Or the
Yep,
1
so just
token.
spend 1 hero token. Yep.
To
And
get
then-
2 surges.
So I get 2 surges, and then I can add.
Yep. So click your surges and make your total 3.
Okay. So 3 surges, and then how do I add it to this roll?
It should be an option when you go to do your power roll that you add surges.
Let me try. Let me do it again. See
Yeah.
if I don't.
So it might be
see
after the power roll. Let's see. If not, we
Okay.
can just deal the damage
just-
to him. Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Might not
It's
need
underneath here, so I can add
Okay.
3. Did that do it? Yeah, there you go. I got it. So there's little lightning bolts underneath the middle bar. Now it's gone, so I can't describe it well. But click the lightning bolts, and that's your surges. So he's dead.
Oh yeah. So can you please describe your Black Ash teleport and then into just
Sure.
slaying this goblin?
Sure. So Yen will probably see it, but nobody else does. Just all of a sudden, it just looks like powder or smoke just erupts in the space that I was, and then you don't see me anymore. I appear in front of you in a veer, taking out the goblin in front of you, and just kind of smile back at you. Well, you can't see the smile, but I look back at you. And I think that's it.
Yeah,
I got you, Boo.
Yeah. Actually, I can still move. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna back up here to maybe stop people from flanking my friends. And then that's it.
All right, finally, it's my turn. Oh, Kachaka, new target. So these guys are going to, they're going to go all.
I love how
in
they
on
say
this
new target,
thing.
but then they claim Kachaka for no apparent reason. It's like, Kachaka, new target.
Kachaka.
Kachaka, pizza.
That's just Justin translating Goblin speak for us. Yeah.
Kachaka has so many meanings. I didn't realize how.
They're gonna, we're gonna have 2 arrows are gonna head towards Mira and 1 each at Inavir and Vic. Whoa. Okay, effective arrow is effective. All right, Inavir, you are at 0 stamina. You are dying, my friend. So you cannot take the catch breath action to heal yourself. Somebody else is going to have to heal you.
Okay.
And you also have the bleeding condition, which means that If you take an action or a triggered action, you have to roll a d6 and you'll take that damage. If you get to negative 16 stamina, Guinevere will be dead.
Okay. So I can't heal myself.
You cannot
All right.
do the catch breath action. If you have, you can spend a hero token at any time to regain the value of a recovery without spending a recovery. So that is one way to get out of.
So I can't take the catch breath maneuver, but can I take the heal main action?
You can.
Okay.
And so the damage occurs after you resolve the action.
But yeah, and just so you know, heal is an adjacent creature. I don't think you use it on yourself.
I
think
don't
it
think you can
specifically
heal
calls out
yourself, yeah.
adjacent. Yeah.
It just says one
Catch your breath
creature.
as a self heal.
In
It says
the,
a
in the
creature
blood,
who
right?
uses the
Adrian?
heal action employs medicine or inspiring words to
Adjacent
make an
creature.
adjacent creature feel better.
Yes.
I have a
Playing with a bunch of
question.
DMs, man. We're all rules lawyers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the idea is you can't like heal yourself, right? Your allies need to see you in this condition and do something. But like I said, you can
Okay.
spend a hero token and instantly gain 11 stamina.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. Yeah, I'll do that.
He can be taught.
He can be taught.
All right.
I'm a kind and benevolent director.
I have a question.
Thank you for
Is
that. Okay.
It says 2 hero token, which is fine. I don't know if he spends 2, but I think it's 2, isn't it, for that?
Is it
Isn't
2?
it 2?
I thought it was just 1.
Three.
I thought 2 was to
Nope,
do something
you
else.
can
On the
spend
hover,
2.
it says,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, which I'm still fine with because he's currently
Oh,
at
it is
0.
2. Yeah. All right. I forgot
Oh,
I
yeah.
can just hover over it and look at the rules. It is 2. But you can spend 2 if you want. I'll give you 1 back
Okay.
because you guys are effectively using your hero tokens.
We're trying.
And I like to encourage that.
Wow.
Sounds good. Yeah,
I am
I'll
a
take it.
benevolent director.
Yes.
Right, so you get 11.
So
Kylie, if you ever
I
needed
get-
proof that we can't rely on Justin to be a remnant GM and kill somebody, here it is.
It's okay.
I can be mean.
He just tried to kill someone. I think that counts.
Yeah.
I have a
Heroes,
question
I mean, the monsters want to win, dude. Yes, ma'am.
about triggered actions. Okay.
Okay.
So you can only use 1 triggered action, period, right? So even if it says free
Yes.
or not, it's just 1
No,
free.
free is you have
can do
unlimited.
as many as you want.
Okay, because hesitation is weakness is a free triggered action. And then when I get
Yes.
take damage, I can do a different triggered action, but it didn't like pop up or let me do it. So that's why I was not
Okay.
sure.
No, yeah. So the reason that hesitation is weakness is a free triggered action is because it leaves your main triggered action is still viable. You're not giving it up.
Okay, cool. I'm
But,
gonna.
just because it doesn't pop up doesn't mean that you can't do your in all this confusion.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do because I take half the damage instead.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even remember what it was that I took. Wait, where is it?
Yeah. So
6?
should have been 6 damage to you. Yep.
Okay, so I guess I'll go back up 3. How do I do that?
So so you can just click on heal. So if you look in your character panel on the right, you'll see the heal. You just type a
heal
3 in there and then hit enter.
Okay, cool. And then I get to teleport up to 4 squares after your stuff is all
Okay.
resolved, which I think it is. Yes.
It is resolved. Yes.
Okay, so where do I want to go? Away from here.
So if you click it, if you click in all this confusion, it should give you an option to it should provide you a range to teleport.
It
And if
doesn't.
it doesn't, I can teleport you if you just show me where you want to go.
1, 2, 3. I was gonna go here, on the other side of this dude.
Okay.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me pop it up or anything, so thank you. That's
It might
it.
just be they need to tweak the ability a little bit more. All right, very good. So that was my archers, and I actually think their captain is dead. Yeah, he did. So that is it for their turn. Back to our heroes.
Do you want to go next, Guinevere? Yeah, I'm just. I think it makes
Wants to
sense
tell
for
him
you to
he's
go.
muted.
Gotcha. Thank you. I need like a push to talk or something. So, like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I need something better. Yeah, I'll go. Okay, so got my stuff. Going to catch breath on myself because I can do that now because I have more than 0 stamina.
That's true.
And then that should work. And then I'm going to 2-shot. I'm going to just do like a 180 no scope and hit these guys to my left and right. And just do a little bit, but that's enough.
I think it's enough.
Pig.
Yeah, that'll do, pig.
That will do. And then my marked target is still this guy over here, and then I'm going to try to give myself a little bit of cover from some people and get closer towards this big baddie over here. All right, that is me. I do my 180 no scope as I'm like on the run towards this pillar, and I realize that maybe some cover from these archers would be a good idea. And that is my turn.
No, 100%. I love that. Okay, I only have one more pod to activate, so I'll activate them. Guys are going to lose their edge because they have to move around in order to sort of be able to see their targets. This guy's going to move here. This guy's going to move here. This guy's going to move way up here. And this guy's going to move here. They are going to use their bow action. And they are going to attack Inavir, Vic. And then I think they're a little bit terrified of the shadow. So they're going to get 2 arrows coming to you, and they roll hot garbage.
Womp
Womp. You guys are ready for the arrows now, and they breeze past you. Barely an extra exhale for you guys to avoid them. Our marked boy is going to come up here, do a hit and run attack on Vic with his spear charge. It's going to be 3 damage to you, sir, and Brave Sir Goblin is going to reposition himself so that this whatever this terrifying thing is that's about to go next can't see him, and that will do it for their turn.
Yen,
Right.
finally.
Yes, fine. It.
Whoa.
Ooh,
not good.
3.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. So she is going to. First off, we're going to do right there, I think. So I can't see the brave captains because they're hiding behind pillars, I believe. So
Yes.
I think I've just got
By design.
regular little peons right now, archers right now in front of me. She's going to stand at the top of the stairs, and she's just going to have this. She's going to see all these bodies, and it's like, this is getting boring now. And she's just going to flick a finger at this goblin here and sort of dismissively fling him towards the rest of the archers in this direction. So she's going to
Oh my goodness.
just push him like a true curling motion straight at them, or bowling, I guess, probably bowling for goblins.
Yeah,
We'll try that. And yeah, so I'll give that a go. So she's gonna do kinetic grip. She can target him. I think it's a straight roll. I don't think I've got anything bonus there.
Ooh.
And that's
That'll do.
I think we'll just put this guy somewhere. Maybe
Make sure you use the full squares because that'll reflect the slide damage.
Yeah, so
So
even just the edge of the map, really.
Okay.
Oh, so
Yeah.
just,
There you go. Oh,
Nice.
so you
Oh.
just go ahead and pop your bubble wrap.
Wow.
And just
Boop.
shrapnel
Wow.
goes
There's
everywhere.
2 over
Oh.
here.
You even get to pop one more, man. Oh, and the last one. Oh my god. So, this is our first ridiculous 80s cartoon event. How does Yannicka just... I mean, you can honestly, and you can like say that you just like grab all of them and just smash them however if you want. Go ahead.
So she's just literally just like, this is getting boring. So she just sort of like focuses on that third archer, and she sort of just like focuses all the psionic power onto him and just pulls these other 3 archers together into one big archer pile up, and they all just become this big kinetic mass of goblin bits, and she also flings them back into their corner when she's done with them.
Oh,
And they all just go back and slump back where they are dead now.
oh, that is terrible. Yeah, these two to the south just slump up. They're both like in this pile against that column. The one like the other two like literally do like the splat thing high up in the air and then just slide like down to the ground. Oh my god, it's pandemonium. Love it.
And
Well
I
done, sir.
think I bow and give a high five to Mr. Buttons. I think which are right next to. I could give the. No, it's actually myself. I don't think I can help KYLIE at this time. So
You
I think that's the name
could.
of-
Did you use a maneuver?
I moved to get into. No, that's all I got left as a maneuver.
Yeah. So you could
Oh,
go south
what's
one
the
square
flashback?
and use 8 attack
What's
against. Oh yeah, you could also use your flashback maneuver.
because I have enough clarity.
No, wait, yeah, you're not supposed to have it this combat. You're supposed to get it the next combat.
Ah, okay. Then I'll just
Yeah.
move. I'll just move down and give 8 attack to Mirror. So I'll
Perfecto.
choose that. 8 attack. There we go. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, wait. So we need to 8 attack the target, not who you're.
Oh,
because you're.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm helping the goblin. This is actually just.
Yeah, I mean you can help the goblin if you
never knew was
want.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So,
I'll take care of it here.
I'll
Hold
fix
on
it.
1 second. I got it. Where is it?
now, if you're watching at home, I was doing that deliberately so you can see what not to do. And so, just and a direct against the practice relocating tokens. It's
Yeah. Oh my
a
god.
win-win.
I needed
read
that
the debrief.
practice. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got
now
it.
that we can see everybody, my archers are gonna take their turn. Let me see. Can I see?
I don't like the way he said now that we can see everybody. That's not.
Let's see everybody. Breathe. I'm just checking some lines of effect here. This guy can't stay there. He needs to move maybe 1 this way. Yep, there we go. So each of these guys are going to shoot 1 arrow at our heroes.
Don't like this.
Oh, I like it. 2, 3, 4. So,
Hey, what does the
oh
light
yes,
line mean?
tier 3.
I think 2 of them
How did I
couldn't.
go through a wall?
Yeah, 2 of them couldn't hit because they were looking through a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
If
just
there's
So,
a
the
column
ones
here,
the ones that hit
then
Mira
there's.
and Yannicka.
No, so this guy can see both of you, and then I moved this guy so he can see Mira. So this guy can see
Oh, I
Mira.
clicked them.
This,
Oh, okay.
this guy can see both of you,
The lines were
and
different.
these guys can both see.
Yeah, I think it's just how you had the lines up. But
Got
we're
it.
not just. I think you
Yeah,
can.
okay.
You could have done what you want to do, just the lines were throwing us off.
Yeah.
Alright, so-
We'll just just push the I believe button on that one. I believe.
So what damage is it?
Yeah,
5,
I did
you
have
said?
to. Yeah, so each of you guys took 5 damage, 5 damage on that attack. Because some of them had to move. They're gonna stay there. Our boy here is going to. What does he go?
I bet he says
He's gonna
chaka.
run. He says Kachaka. Gonna run up and
Kachaka.
stab at Beer. Actually, is it?
I bet that's like the
Lost
F
track
word
of
for the
pods.
goblins, right? It's used for so many different things. It has to be the
Wait,
F bomb for the goblins.
Is he his own pod?
Chaka.
Oh yeah, no.
Wait,
he's
did you
not
take
tied to
more
these
damage,
guys.
Yannicka?
All right.
Oh no, I didn't heal me now. I thought he hadn't applied it. Were you using your ability on me? I'm sorry. I'll put it back. I didn't see what
I
you
meant
did.
to use it on myself and accidentally clicked the option for you, and then I saw you take the healing off. So.
Oh, you can use it for yourself if that's what your intent was. I mean,
Yeah.
you
he
would
does.
certainly need it more than me. So.
Me being
Okay,
not on the ground is probably good.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. I was not expecting. I can.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's our turn. Cool. I'm gonna go unless somebody wants to do something specific.
So who actually went for them? There's just the goblins at the back went, right? The 4 goblins. So
Yeah,
who's
all
left?
the
Is
archers
just
just
random
shot.
captain and this random guy over the 2 pillar guys. The carrying captain to left. Oh, and the one
Vic,
next
who do
to
you want
Mirror.
Who do you
And
want to focus
to
on?
understand, I think somebody asked this earlier, Justin. We can break up our
Yeah.
movement. Was that correct?
100%.
Okay. I would like to then move about this far, probably about this far, and use my judgment in an attempt to yoink this guy straight into this thing.
Oh yeah.
As
I don't know why your
come
judgment is
running
pushing
around
them
the-
up. Also, that's not supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, if it throws him in the air, so be it. That's his problem, not mine.
It's not. Yeah, that's all right.
But yeah, you just see me kind of like the guy that ran up and stabbed me and ran away, like went and hid behind this pillar. So you just see me take off running the other direction around the pillar. And as I do that, I throw my judgment out and jerk that guy into the brazier as I come around this corner and just say peekaboo. And I hit this guy with the gods punish and they defend, which is one of my heroic actions. So I'm going to burn 3 Wrath and see how this plays out for this fella. Okay, that's fine. Because I get to also spend a recovery and heal myself.
Okay.
So he takes damage and I feel better about myself now. And that's my turn.
I think Innovator, you get something too, right? Because you were in 10 squares of a heroic ability.
Yes, Codex did it for me. I wasn't sure if that was. I was keeping an eye on that. That was really cool.
Nice.
What did it do?
So whenever you use a heroic action within 10 squares of me, I gain my heroic resource.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so like the more, so if you're ever wondering like, should I use it, not use it? Like, go ahead, I'll get something for it.
Heck yeah, burn it. I mean, that's what Wrath, well, mine is called Wrath. That's what it's for. Every fight.
All right, so that's going to take us to our spine cleaver up here. Yannicka is distracting him. And so what he's going to do is he's going to attack you with his next attack. Going to do 5 damage and push you 3. He's going to push you straight into this wall. As he just like just nails you, and you get flung up against the wall behind you, and manage to keep your feet. This guy is going to come up in support of his boy. He's going to use the spear charge ability, and he's going to attack Mira. It's a 16 on the die, so 5 damage to you, Mira.
I'm going to use my triggered action to have that.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's 3 and... Or is it up or down? Because it was 5.
It's you round down, so it'll be half, so you'll get 3 back.
Okay, so I get 3 back. And... I get to teleport, I think.
Where do you want to teleport?
I get 4 squares. I don't know. I don't want to leave Yannicka up here either. So I'll just teleport here. Can I ping it? Okay. So so that I'm like flanking. I don't want to leave her by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. That ends my turn. Go ahead.
I think that's all the goblins done, so it should be the rest of us.
Yeah, it is all the goblins.
Do you want to go yourself, Mira? Or
You go.
If you guys need some help, I can get in there and try to protect you guys.
I'm
I think I can, because if I taunt one of these guys, they take double banes to attack anybody
Actually,
but me.
I might be able to take them both out.
Okay.
Why don't you try first, Kylie, and then
Because the leader is winded, so
Yeah.
you might get him.
Yeah, I might get him. So, okay, I'll try. I get my insight. That's nice. Beautiful. I'm gonna use, plus this will help you. I'm gonna use 2 throats at once. And I have an edge on one. I have a surge, so I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is the... No, maybe not on the... Wait a second. Can I use it on both? No. Very confused.
No, only one.
Okay. So not this one. Which one is the cleaver? This one's the cleaver. I put it on that one.
He's the minion.
Oh. Then I guess I should put it on the other guy. Sorry, I'm going back and forth here. Okay. Alright. Who's doing?
Alright.
And... Ugh, it's a 7. Did it add the surge?
Should add it when you roll your damage.
Okay. Okay, it did.
It was enough.
Bye-bye. And that was
Oh,
my
well, I
main
guess I'll judge
action.
This guy, now that you killed that guy.
I'm going to
Alright, awesome job.
catch my breath. So I'll heal. And then I'm gonna move closer to my buddy and be like, wow, that was a little close. And then that's it.
Alrighty, very good. Alright, so I don't know, I'm not sure how these guys ended up with a turn again. I'm just gonna click them and then end their turn, and it's back to our heroes.
You can go, Chris.
Okay.
Might be doing more book duty of initiative.
Yeah, I think I can do this. I'm going to... I think I have line of effect to everybody here. Going to... Yeah, 2-shot this guy, because I'll have a... Yeah, I have a line. Okay, him and
Sounds nasty.
him. I'm going to knock both arrows and just like thwack.
Oh, you got robbed.
Oh, no.
Is this guy dead?
Yep.
That's the one.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
Just click it.
I'm
that's
going...
the one.
Okay, gotcha. But I am going to, because this guy is my mark, I'm going to spend a free triggered action to deal additional damage to him. And
do
I
it.
get to deal an additional 4 to him.
Nice.
Yes! That's what we were going for.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shift my...
Oh, I broke one of the judgments.
All right, what happens?
Oopsie.
Oh my god!
That was awesome.
They have now heart attacks.
What? Okay, well, you guys have to describe what just happened.
Dude, these 2 arrows like ricochet all around the room.
Yep. And then one of them just gets yoinked by Vic. Vic, what happens there?
Oh yeah, he just killed my judgment guy, so I snatched another one and jerked him right into the side of the brazier again.
Oh yeah.
You just-
And that
you
did
just
more
see-
than enough damage. So
to anyone that doesn't know what happened, it looks like he was trying to charge me, but you just see him go forehead first into the side of the brazier.
That's good.
Yeah, so perfect, man. Those arrows like get knocked. One of them goes this way, one of them goes that way, just straight through the goblin that was in front of Vic. The other one bounces off of a wall, ricochets right as the goblin's like, "Hey, I got your guy." He just falls over, and then the other one just and then just falls down onto the ground right by the brazier. Oh boy, and that's gonna do it for I mean, that wiped the rest of them out, guys. It was hairy there, and then that last like 3 turns, just no more gobos. Incredibly well done, team.
Like the hotel scene in Boondock Saints, we're just like, I can't believe that just happened.
I know, they're hanging from the ropes, like what?
Did we seriously just do
excellent job.
Yeah,
Excellent
like,
job, guys.
What happened next is still the subject of much debate. But somehow, all of the goblins died within 2 seconds.
All right, that was amazing.
Picturing the
2
absolute
victories?
chaos that just unfolded in this room.
There's going to be a sign on that brazier next week. It says, "Do not run near the brazier. Could cause hazard to the head."
No running, bump hazard.
Yeah, chalk outlines of
I
goblins
think like
all
between
around
the 4 of
brazier.
us, we knocked like 6 of them into the brazier at one point or another throughout the fight. They were just like ping pong balls, just ding, 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 or pinballs. Oh man,
That's good.
Awesome, team. Gosh, that was awesome. I love it. Vic, you're running low on recoveries, bud.
yeah, not doing great.
Yeah.
I just.
What do you
I'm
have?
gonna have to use my life for mines a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 recoveries left, so I have like 2 more
2.
chances to like really heal myself.
I just spent a
Okay,
recovery.
and,
Just so you know.
Yeah, we don't have anybody that can like give out free recoveries, right? You always have to use your own, right, Justin?
Yes. That is
Okay.
the pull mechanic, right?
Ooh,
And by the way, I know
okay.
you said I needed to use my life for yours more. That costs a recovery. That's why I keep losing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why, like, now you're gonna have to be doing a lot more of my life for me.
Yeah.
My life for me.
Yeah. All right.
man.
Well done, guys. We've been playing for a while. I think I'd like to wrap up the session at this point.
Okay.
I do want to say I have some good news for you. I do want to wrap this up before we go. As you guys look through the bedrolls and kind of toss this room to look for clues and other things, you find 3 vials that have like a very familiar red sticky liquid inside. These are
Chug.
3 healing potions. Yep. These I'll give you guys I'll show you like a card, and I'll see if I can build it in Codex. But they let you get a recovery without spending a recovery by using them. So that is part of the treasure that you guys find here. You also find a recipe in KYLIE that describes how to make them. Counts as a project source for that item. This will lead into downtime projects and things like that, because this is it is one of the pillars of this game. Is during downtime you guys can work on researching, crafting, and all kinds of things like that. So we'll make sure to mark that for our next session. And we'll start our next session inside the dungeon here with we'll start our next session here in the dungeon, and you guys can sort of explore the room a little bit. But with that, I would like to wrap up this sesh. You guys can give yourselves another victory, of course. So you guys are up to 2 victories. You'll start your next combat with 2 resources. And so we leave our heroes sort of as they are recovering, catching their breath from this latest conflict. As the adrenaline starts to come down from the battle, you guys can see the frescoes surrounding you. The sound begins to return to your ears as the thumping of your hearts starts to fade away, and all that you guys hear are the quiet of being underground and the soft sort of flame background as the brazier continues to burn, unaware that the goblins that lit it are all quite dead due to the efforts and amazing heroics of our heroes. And with that, we'll conclude our session. If you guys want to stick around, I'll kick it over to you for comments. Excited chatter about how badass your heroes are. But yeah, I want to kick it back over to you guys to close it out, ask questions, and in general, just talk about what just happened. Over to you guys.
I had a question about healing potions. So are those how does it work to use those? Is that like a whole action or a maneuver or?
Let me double check.
Because I'm wondering, does it make more sense to use them outside of combat, or should we, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Absolutely. Delian Tomb, hand out treasures.
I could probably look it up in the journal, right?
Healing potion. When you drink this potion as a maneuver, you regain stamina equal to your recovery value without spending a recovery.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so it could be in combat if we needed to. Or you could, because I'm thinking of Vic, who's low on recoveries.
He should
I'd
hold
be
them.
happy to, like, should he hold all of them?
Yeah,
like,
just hold
because
all
him
of
and I are
them.
never too far apart.
Yeah.
I was planning to just go ahead and drink one of them because it wouldn't even get me to full health. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so you guys get 2. So you drink 1, you get 3. Vic drinks
Now I'll just
1.
go ahead and annotate the hit points. Yeah.
Yeah,
That puts me at all, like, I'm 29 of 30
pretty good.
after drinking that. So I'm ready for the next fight, but I'm not ready for the fight after that one.
Oh, they do
It's
have
interesting.
healing potions. Dude, hell yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Can I just drag this over? Oh, bruh. Okay, so if you click your token
Yeah,
and hit I, you can see your inventory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I
There you
have
go.
absolutely nothing in any of my inventory, even though I have kit and things. So.
Yeah. So kit.
Oh, and there's a party
and
inventory if you want to put them in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
really?
Wait, what?
Yes.
How do we
At
see
the
that?
Bruh.
If you
bottom
open
of-
up your inventory at the bottom, there's like triple silhouette. You
Oh.
click that and it's party inventory.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
Look at us learning stuff. Oh, that just
Oh,
took
every VTT needs that. That's so great.
Yeah. Yeah, so your kit and things is just part of your character. It's there to enable it's there to enable your image and your fantasy of what your character does. Martial classes have kits. Your sort of caster classes have wards, enchantments, things like that. I actually haven't looked at the talent, what their stuff is called. Paul, you might have already.
Yeah, I just remember my last guy, his kit, I forget what it, Rotarius, something like that.
Mhm.
It was like the Roman gladiator kit with the trident and the net, and that mess was wicked.
Yeah.
I was messing people up left and right with that thing.
Yeah, because like your kit affects your, like, does it affect your recoveries ever, or?
It's your abilities,
It
like
affects
your
your-
attack abilities that you have. It gives you those abilities.
Yeah, like the signatures come from the kit, but does it
Yeah.
affect anything like of your stats, like your stability, like if it's heavy armor
Stamina,
or something?
stability, weapon damage,
Okay.
movement speed, disengage distance.
That's a lot,
Your
okay.
kit can affect all of those things.
Gotcha.
When you start to get magical items, the magical items will have a class, like a heavy weapon or a medium armor. If you want to use those items, you have to choose a kit that allows you to use that.
Okay.
But if you're not
That's
using a
fun.
specific weapon, you can flavor your light weapon or your heavy weapon however you.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, my guy was originally going to be a sword dude, but I got some images with big mauls, and I'm like, I kind of like this.
I like it.
The choosing whether or not to spend a recovery ahead of time is an interesting like tension point, because like I could spend a recovery to like max up my health or stamina, but it's only half the full value. So it's like, do I wait? Like, do I want to start below full? That's fun. I like that.
What I like,
What did I
what I
do?
like about the
Oops.
combat is it's very fluid, because almost every action you're dealing damage, you can't like miss. You know, so somebody's taking damage, even a tier 1 damage, and then it feels like, because you're able to use abilities to heal or recover, your health goes up and down quite rapidly in a battle. Like, I mean, Vic went down to death's door, and then he's more healthy than all of us, and then the ebb and flow is very interesting. So
That's probably why
and then you get these cool scenarios.
I think that's probably why they call it more stamina than health, because it's not really like you're getting beat up, but it's not like you're on death's door and then suddenly you're like, you know.
Yeah, it's like second wind and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's I'd say it makes it very interesting, because it feels like it does feel more cinematic with the fighting, where, you know, I don't want to compare it to wrestling, because but wrestling, you know, where the hero could get beaten up and then suddenly he gets a second wind and suddenly he's flinging people all around the room and stuff. So, which is kind of what Vic did when he was getting down to like 4 hit points or 4 health, and then he was suddenly like 6 goblins had disappeared. It's just funny how the whole battlefield changes like that way. So I do like that dynamic.
It's interesting
they
how.
talked
Go
about
ahead.
the it was the first thing you mentioned, and now I just lost it. I got halfway through the sentence and it just evaporated out of my head. Oh man. Oh, the part where you're talking about like you don't miss. Yeah, when Matt Colville did one of the early videos about Draw Steel, like that's one of the things he focused on, is how much they wanted to avoid the idea that if you, like, you know, in D&D, if your D20 for your attack roll comes back low, your turn is just, you rolled that D20 and that's all you did. Congratulations. It sucks.
6 seconds, then you have to wait another 5 minutes to do it again.
Yeah, they wanted to not have that. You're gonna do something every turn, and it's just degrees of effectiveness rather than yes or no. So, yeah, that was a big thing for them.
I do feel like the Shadow is not as good at minions. I think she's better for like bigger things. But that's okay.
Like you should be going for the leaders of the minions.
Yeah.
Because like don't they like gain abilities if they have a leader, Justin?
Yes, they do. If they have a captain, they'll gain things like I don't think that combat allowed the captain abilities. I'd have to look at the later on stats, but they might gain more movement, or they might do a little bit extra damage if they have a captain, things like that.
So we need to alpha strike the captains whenever we see captains.
Yeah,
that's interesting. So I thought it was interesting because like we got down to like a couple of us got down to like negative health or like we were dying. If it's like you're basically, if the goal, I'm just thinking about this from a mechanic standpoint, and since we have like a group full of DMs, this is interesting. I'd love everyone's thoughts. If the goal, like kind of like how victories incentivize you to keep pushing, because like you don't want that to wipe and start over from nothing, I wonder if there was any thought on like, if you're dying and you choose to attack somebody, knowing that you're going to damage yourself, like you gain a heroic resource. I think that would be an interesting like incentive mechanic, but that might quickly become busted. Or everyone just kills their characters, just greedily trying to get heroic resources.
I have a few thoughts after the first one. Personally, again, I have played the play test, so to me, I already had a little inkling of how my character worked and how to play Draw Steel. But in the past, we didn't have this staggered introduction of abilities like we do in the Delian Tomb. They do stagger which abilities you're allowed to use through each encounter, and you kind of gain them over time. On the one hand, totally get why they are doing that. It's to introduce you to these different things, the different terminology like triggers, etc. And maybe for a first time TTRPG player, that would be, something they need. They're handheld as they walk through how to run or play in a tabletop game. So on the one hand, totally understand that. On the other hand, as an experienced TTRPG player and as someone who was, familiar already with Draw Steel, felt like extremely slow in those first two combats, which is not the feeling that you typically have when you play Draw Steel. Any other time that I've played in the playtests, and even later on in the session when I start getting my character's full abilities, combat moves much faster, combat's more exciting, and that's kind of one of the biggest things about Draw Steel. So I don't know why they decided to cut up the abilities other than to handhold for people who have never played a TTRPG. Anybody in the TTRPG community probably already played at least one other TTRPG before they played Draw Steel. Because most people, I would like to say, the gateway RPG is D&D, right? And so I don't feel like it's necessary to hold my hand that entire time. Maybe a brand new player needs that hand. Personally, even as a new player, I don't see that being an issue because it's not like D&D where you have like, here's your spell list and there's like 50 different spells that you can learn right now. It's like, here's a handful of abilities, 10 abilities, and they're all labeled as to when you can use them, and that's it. And so it's a lot easier than I think Draw Steel is making it out to be in this starter adventure. That was like the major thing. Other than that, like it felt like Draw Steel. It's, very cinematic, very much like constantly like a movie, like just constantly going, constantly epic. And being able to start the next encounter with more victories meant that like things are really getting more intense and just feels cooler. So we are all still kind of learning our characters, learning the synergies. And so I think this first episode, you kind of get that, where we're all kind of trying to figure out how we can do things together while also kind of being limited by the number of abilities that we have, which is also why I think that's kind of weird. You can see us trying to figure out ways. And then after the session, we do end up talking about it a lot more, about how we feel our characters can connect more, things that we can do to set up for other people. You are more willing to share those things instead of keep them to yourself like you do in D&D. I feel like people keep things to themselves because they want to be like epic and heroic, and they like just keep it to themselves until they do this really big cool move, which there is a little bit of surprise then that you get when you do that in, say, D&D. But in Draw Steel, it's so much more collaborative and you work off of each other a lot more that it's actually more epic to just share those things and work together. Yeah, so those were my hot takes for the first session. We actually have the next one in the next couple days here, so I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on this one, and if you want to see some D&D versions of stuff like this. All right, bye-bye!